Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let me get this sorted. I'm trying to think. Do we want to do this? Do you think it's a good idea if we do fossils and we do encounters for Tepig? Or should we purely do just fossils? Should we just do fossils? Oh, I thought that was a shiny Gardevoir. I was going to say, motherfucker. I'm going to crash out, man. I'm going to crash out. Absolutely nothing, dude. Ouch. That's just how it goes. You know, 1 week. 1 week, they say. How you doing, Meeks? Thanks for the background. I love it. I love it. I'm doing okay. I just made a poopy, so my tummy's feeling pretty better. Pretty better. I made a poopy, so I'm feeling a bit better now. I'm thinking if I want to do 2 times hunting, or if I want to do 1 fossil and 1 of the main. We're gonna see how it goes. So I might just switch to 2 fossils. It's mainly because the problem is, I don't have much to talk about. I don't think. I don't have much to talk about. So fossil hunting's really fun if you have stuff to talk about. But I currently have no ideas of things to talk about. Excuse me. I'm already hating this light, by the way. And my mustache, my beard's all fucked up. I don't care to take care of it. I'm too tired. Too lazy. Whoopsies. Too lazy to take care of it. Fossil and one of the, that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to continue the Tepig and Squirtle while I do the fossil. That's what I think I'll do. So yesterday's so cute. Yeah. Yep. Big fan of that one. I like it. It kind of sucks how some Pokemon, when they lose the red eyes from the alpha, they don't look as good. They look like a lot worse. Like, they should have it to where you have to, like, purify the Pokemon, like in XD Gal Darkness, to make its eyes disappear. Or something, you know. Have its, like, red eyes go away. So you can keep them if you want them, you know? That's why I wish they would, do something like that. Because I really like the red eyes. And some Pokemon just look 100 times better with the red eyes. Excuse me. Okay, this is proving to be a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Oh, what if I do this? Oh yeah, I can do this. Option you can toggle. Yeah, that's what I think. It should be like a skin type of like option where like you can switch it on and off, normal or not. I think that would be the best thing they could do. I don't know why they don't have more toggle options in Pokemon. It's frustrating. Frustrating. Where's that thing? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna use this and see if this is better. No, it won't be. Damn. I was gonna use this little add-on piece that puts them together, but I'm not doing that. How you doing, DJ? I'm tired, man. I got some decent sleep, but I kept waking up. Excuse me. I kept having nightmares. Very dumb nightmares. Tyron, that's so cool. I'm gonna check my inventory just to make sure. I gotta actually fix my boxes before we go too far into it. I gotta fix my boxes. Damn, that sucks. Ay, 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 ay. I wasn't on the right box settings, so they're gonna be placed all between a crazy area. Okay, that's where the tyrant is. One of them. I'm just gonna like reset it and take a chance because I need to fix it to where it's all one Pokemon one way. I hope I didn't lose like a shiny or something, but I don't think we got a shiny in that short amount of time. In that short amount of time, I think we're good. Ooh, don't do that. Do that. Okay, then we have to fix the box, move it over, and save. Oops, I didn't get inside the building. I didn't even do it right anyways. We might just do 2 times fossils because I'm too tired to be trying to do all this moving around nonsense for Tepig. That might just be too much for me right now. Okay, so we're gonna go to our box, and then we're gonna move over to box like 20, 30. Oh, jeez, box 30. Okay, then we're gonna save, which I'm very happy that lets you save where you're at the box. And then we're just gonna now start spamming that. And we'll do a few Tepigs, and if I get bored of it, we'll switch to 2 times hunting the fossils. Excuse me. I wish I would have just done this and went for all of them. Living dex on all of those fossils. But I goofed up. I didn't do it. Man, I'm tired. I need some energy. It's really just the light. I think I have to I'm gonna angle it down so it's not directly shooting like this. It's just too much for me right now. I hate light. I'm a creature of the night, you know. A creature of darkness, dude. I can't be sitting here with these bright LED lights blasting my eyeballs. It's killing me. Okay, so I had to check that Garbodor. Only 250 more battles to go. That's not bad. You come a long way. Whenever I play Pokemon battle, I get so tired. I start falling asleep. Like, not even joking. Like, I start, going like this, and I start passing out. I get so tired. I'll get, 20, 30 in, and I'll be nodding off. And if I get up and do something else, I'm fully awake after that. I'm fully awake. But, it's just those Pokemon battles are just not my cup of tea, dude. Okay, I haven't been paying attention to these. Okay. Yeah, I might just do 2 times fossils because I'm like sleepy, and this is gonna make me more sleepy if I just play this game. You know? It leaves such a bitter taste in my mouth that like there's so many exploits in this game for shiny hunting and like so many glitches, and it just doesn't. It's not good. It makes it to where like shinies just have like 0.000 value. I know that, you know, somewhat they're personal, you could say. That's what people always say, but I'm like, no, it's a bit more than just that, you know? False hunts on your stream. Always great artwork, too. Yeah, Meeks did an awesome job. She did an awesome job with it. I think we're going to double hunt in a second. I just want to get a few Tepics in. We're going to double hunt for Tyrant. We're going to go for the shiny Alpha. If I get a shiny and I have a decent amount of fossils left, we're still going to keep hunting it. And then if I get another one at a certain point, then we'll just take a break on the shiny Alpha and go for the either Aerodactyl or the mini long neck bitch. It's so sad they didn't add more fossils. Like, could you imagine if they just added Gem 5 and Gem 4 and Gem 3? Like, how good that would be. That'd be so many more hunts, bro. So many more hunts. It's so frustrating. Now, if in the DLC, which I don't think they are, I didn't see any leaks for it. I don't think there's any fossil Pokemon in the DLC leaks. They could have just added them as, you know, fossils, extra items, but they probably wouldn't and probably won't. Ay. And someone did the hunting, honestly, it's just so lame. Yeah, it's stupid, dude. It's so dumb. And then like they're like, oh my god, look how much shine I got. It's like, wow, yeah. Like, what do you expect? You're fucking gone for 8 hours. You continuously shine hunt for 8 hours. AFK. What do you fucking think, bro? I would love to make a video, but like, I don't want to deal with the backlash because there's so many fucking stupid baby people now that just want all the easy shinies and they don't want to challenge, and it's so frustrating. I'm too lazy. Yeah, exactly. And like just a lot of the methods where it's like teleporting, open the menu, teleport, go open the menu, teleport, open the menu, teleport, just doing like rapid succession. That's not shiny hunting, bro. That's fucking stupid. That's menu navigating. And then going, oh look, that's a different outcome right there. That's not like when I did the Chespin hunt, I could have easily went to the gate and just keep teleporting over and over and over again. But instead I went to the bench, I went across, I sat, waited a day, went across, and it takes a bit of time. And it's so much more rewarding. And it does feel a little bad knowing that other people are getting it 10 times faster than you, but it's not the point of it. It's just annoying. It's like there's like that's why Arceus is like such a more phenomenal game than this one, because it made it to where you had to go the whole entire map. There was like only like a few little like cuts you can do on certain maps where you could like teleport fast travel really fast to a certain part, and the rest of you had to go around and you had to either knock them out, have them respawn, and it just felt nice. This game, it's like, you want to knock them out? Guess what? You're going to have to wait 5 minutes. You're going to have to wait 30, 40 seconds. It's like, bro. I don't even care if knocking them don't increase the rate. I just want to like not have to leave the area. I want to go around and blow up all the Pokemon. Then go back around to the area where I just blew those up and they have them spawn in. It'd be so much cooler to have a Pokemon just spawn up and it just shines than, you know, walking and just seeing it. It just sucks. Like I said, like, it's like, excuse me. The first month, getting all these shines super easily, super fun, bro. What happens after the next month? And then the next month. And then it's kind of like, I guess we're waiting for the DLC. We're going to pay $30 for that. Then what happens once the DLC is kind of a clusterfuck? And it's just like, it's not good enough. And as a company, they can be good enough, you know? I'm not even asking for every Pokemon to be hard to hunt. I'm asking for a couple tree shakes. I'm asking for a couple dumpster breaks. Why didn't we have that? You go up to a dumpster and like hit it and a Garbodor will pop out, you know? Possibly Trubbish. Something else could pop up. I don't have time for hunts. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I'm like, homie, why are you shiny hunting if you don't have... Yeah, exactly. That's so stupid. I don't have time for that. Then just hack them in, you fucking moron. Just hack them in, you fucking idiot. Like, what's your problem? That's the point of shiny hunting. It's supposed to take time. You're supposed to dedicate your time, which you have very little of in this world, to doing this. If you can't do it, then, oh well, this is not for you. You know, it's not for you. Just hack your mons in then, dummy. Hack your fucking Pokemon. Don't shit up this game worse for me. But back in the day, we could take even... Yeah, exactly. Most freaking fight. Exactly. Even like 1 in 4,000 odds, I'm okay with, you know? Like, for a while, I was like kind of like conflicted on them. But if you do it the right way, they're totally fine. And it's like, it's still extremely rewarding. But it's like, nowadays, it's like, it's not rewarding. And it doesn't feel good. And it's just... Because like I said, I'm okay with the overworld shinies now. I'm at the point where like, Arceus I was like a little half and half on, but they had enough hunts to where it made it to where it was still passable. Scarlet and Violet didn't really have any shiny hunts that were good, and that was like really shitty. Do you know what pisses me off? Oh my, this is what pisses me off. These motherfuckers, like that hoodlum Scrafty guy, which like I don't hate the guy. I actually had beef with him a long time ago because I was like he like listened to Attila and like it's like one of those people that are like I love metal music, and I love like death metal, and it's like he's listening to Attila. He's not listening to like all like the underground stuff. So I was being a little pretentious. And I'm like, oh yeah, listen to your shit music or something like that on Twitter. This is like literally 10 years ago, probably longer. And I said, I'm like, he said something. I'm like, yeah, you're lost, and I spelt it the wrong way, and he's like, no, it's your loss, and you corrected me. I'm like, oh fuck this guy, fuck, he got me, But he makes like this fucking like rage bait engagement post where it's like, oh, shiny hunting lost its value in this game. It's like, no one said shiny hunting lost its value in this game. You fucking BC done posted like Scarlet and Violet's screenshots. I'm like, no, shiny hunting lost its value once Let's Go came out, essentially. But they did it right to where there were still tons of valuable hunts and still really enjoyable. And then, Arceus came out, still tons of really hard, unique hunts. Still tons of really frustrating hunts in Arceus. There's hunts. They'll probably take over 1,000 hours to get all the hunts in Arceus. If you probably about 2,000 to 3,000 because you have to do distortion hunts, and those distortion hunts are fucking brutal. But because you have to wait about anywhere up to 5 to 30 minutes every time you hunt a distortion for it to spawn, and you only have 3 chances to get the shine that you want, and it's like that's near impossible, dude. And it's not always going to be the 3 chances that you're going to get. But point being, so Arceus even had like its thing. BDSP, tons of great hunts, very hard, made the shines very well worth it. Scarlet and Violet that's where it got really fucked. That's where they're like, let's just make these mass outbreak type situations. Let's do this type of thing. Let's make no hunts. Let's lock a lot more stuff than we should. And so it's like, yeah, like obviously Scarlet and Violet was the start of it, but it's been devalued for a while since about pretty much 4,000 odds. But really, once like Let's Go kind of came out is when they started devaluing. But they still had tons of great ways to hunt. This game has no fucking ways to hunt, bro. That's what people are pissed about. Also, they're extremely easy, and there's no way to fucking easily hunt, and people are AFK hunting. So when people post that shit, it's like so disingenuous. Oh shit, that is fucking a shiny, dude. Go to dude. I just was talking shit about someone. Hey, look at dude. Go! That's freaking cool, dude. That's cool.
I will not summon fucking 6 Pokemon in the center to get a fucking shiny. I'm not a pussy like you guys. I'll actually fucking play my game. Fuck you.
We got shiny Jolteon. Sorry when I just blew out their eardrums. Fuck! That was awesome. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, 1 second. I knew that was something weird about that motherfucker too. I'm so happy it's a shiny Jolteon. I'm so happy it's a shiny. I love shiny Jolteon. That was fucking fun. Sorry, Meeks. Oh, imagine if that dementia guy heard me screaming like this. He would probably be freaking out right now. Okay, I gotta figure this out. 1 second. I don't know where my cameras are. I didn't make a scene just for this. Okay, I'm very happy we decided to keep playing this, and then going on and moving to only fossils. Okay, here it is. This is gonna be a pain. I need to make a new scene. Actually, I'm just gonna make a new scene. You're gonna watch me make a new scene. My bad, my bad, my bad. Is it? Yeah, okay, there we go. My bad, my bad. I was talking to myself for a minute. We made a new scene, so you have to remake everything. Okay, we're back. We're back. Do I have was the game audio on? Was the game audio on at least? I don't know if it was on. Okay, yeah, it was on. Okay, so I had to knock out the Metagross, which I have no fucking heals, and I'm versing an electric type Pokemon. All my Pokemon are like level 3 right now, so I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I used the wrong potion. I used a hyper potion. Oh, fuck me, dude. I'm panicking. Oh, wait, I have fucking Crunch. What am I thinking? I use Crunch. Okay. Yeah, I'll blast him with Crunch, bro. Dude, that looks good. That shit looks good. That was little... Oh, no! Fuck! I used a Friend Ball. I was saving that for Jolteon. Fuck my life, bro. It better saved. It better have saved. Fuck my life, bro. I used a Friend Ball. The only Friend Ball I had on. I'll save it for Jolteon. I used it on Metagross, bro. That's crazy. How you doing, Doomhog? What's up? Damn, that was crazy. That's crazy. Fuck my life, dude. This is gonna be a long ass clip. This is frustrating. I need to get this over with right now. My eyes all fucked up. Okay, let's see if we can get we just deal with this Jolt. It's a boy too. Let's go. Dope. Maybe I can just do it without having Homeboy fuck with me. Okay, yeah, we can get it. Oh, we caught it. It has to have caught. Friend Ball, Jolteon, so goated. The reason why I did Friend Ball is because that's like the closest I have to his colors, and like I could have done like this Dust Ball, but there's no black, and the Friend Ball has red accents on it, which are like red like his eyes, which is an alpha, and then green, because he's greenish, yellowish greenish, like a pretty color. I did spawn system, nice. I'm not gonna do that. I feel like it's cheating. I'm not gonna exploit it, which I don't really have a problem with people doing that. I don't really have people problem with doing that, so you can do it. I'm not gonna judge you for doing that. I'm just gonna, make it more frustrating for me. Make it more frustrating for me and take the long way about it. Which I did when I got the shine. I did scream about that, which was pretty funny. That's so cool. Let's look at him now. Oh shit! Now I gotta find him. That's the. Oh lord. Oh loaded loads. God save me. Here he is. Yeah, it's not even worth hunting until you get the charm. Dude, that looks good. Oh, fuck me, dude. God dang it, dude. I hate. Dude! Controller drift's so freaking bad. Dude! Controller drift's so bad, man. Let me also fix my team. My team is full of completely weak Pokemon. That could have ended really badly for me if I didn't have a save. I don't remember what my team was in this game. Oh, it was pretty much nothing. I'm just going to put Xerneas on here and Yveltal. Excuse me. I got extra emeralds if you actually use them. Okay, thank you. I might just like fucking hack in some Pokemon that carry those balls and just do that, man, because this shit's fucking dumb. I hate doing Infinite Royale, dude. It's so BS. I'm about to just do that. Yeah, so I got to fight was pretty tough. Because it came out of nowhere. Like first time I got knocked out, second time I beat it because I kind of understood it and I had max defense. And then once I replayed it again, I knew his pattern. But yeah, no, it was a strong battle. And the thing is that I had like my highest level Pokemon were like in the hundreds. I had level 100 and like a little like 90s. So when I went and battled him, I was actually like whomping him, but he was still like dealing so much damage to me. So even with like level 100 Pokemon, you're still gonna take a bit to knock him out and beat him. Damn, dude, this is goofy. I died the first time because he came out of nowhere. He fucking blasted me with that Z blast, and I was in the middle of the. He literally, how he makes a Z on his last form. I was just the unfortunate situation where I got hit by that. And I was like, what? And then I got hit by the area effect, and it killed me instantly. I was like, that's some bullshit. Oh, there they are. Okay, I'm just going to put in you. Sorry, we're trying to figure things out. I'm super happy about that Jolteon, dude. That shit felt good. And there's Xerneas. Oh shit, I forgot to push. Damn it. I probably didn't get the fucking clip. Son of a bitch. I probably didn't get the clip I needed. That's tragic. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, let's double save just to be safe. Because his Dragon's Pulse did so much. Oh, yeah, so I got lucky, and I didn't even get hit by that shit. I was, because I was tanked up, luckily, on that. So I was fortunate to not have to deal with him actually knocking me and doing damage to me. Like that. Okay, where the fuck is my other scene at? What? Oh, right here. That's why. Because I forgot. I changed the thing around. Oh, son of a bitch. My brother gave me his old mouse, but I haven't like set it up yet because it's like battery powered and I think it needs like a USB cord or something. I don't think he gave it to me. And I don't feel like going through all that nonsense. Okay, there we go. Also, what the heck? I just realized. I gotta make this a bit bigger. It was out of focus with the thing. There we go. I'm gonna check this. Okay, yeah, we're right there at a reset. Perfect. Yeah, Infinite Royale is pretty decent. I mean, Infinite Royale is like once you get done, it's not too bad, but it just doesn't feel good. It's like they should have just made it to where you could keep getting tickets. It should have been like 50,000 points, and then once you get that, you just can continue it. I don't like how they handled the night and day section and like the time you have for each thing. It just doesn't. It's like a cool, fun thing at first. Like don't get me wrong, like, oh, I got to race to get all the tickets and I got to do this, got to do this. But once you do it fucking 50 times, it is so frustrating, dude. It's like, oh, I don't have enough time to finish this ticket because I want to get knockouts over something else. And it's like, bruh. Let's see. I need to do shiny alpha fossil hunts. Might do it in that. Yeah, come join me. Yeah, come join me. The shiny alpha fossils, I feel like are gonna be the death of me. I might double hunt it. I'm not sure yet. We got really lucky with that Jolteon. And I'm on like a second wind right now for that Jolteon. Like holy smokes. We were on a little bit of a dry spell for a bit. I think we're at like 6 hours I think with no shiny. So we finally hit the alpha, which was nice. And that was nice. I'm just trying to pass the time a little bit because I can't skip the day because I want to pass it right before and save it like I want to do the soft resets like I was just doing. Those feel good. Infinite Royale, the day, night cycle, 2 short. Yeah, exactly. It's so annoying. It's so annoying because you have to like you get your max ticket, then you have we'll say like another like fucking 5 minutes to grind. So I have to fly all the way to the tower, battle in the tower, fly all the way back, and I'm not in like the groove as I was a second ago because now I'm going all the way back. And then you're like, okay, here we go. I got to I think infinite rank 39 on this account. By the time I got done with my 1,000 battles, got a few apricorn balls, which was pretty cool. But nothing too like that's the thing. It's like you can't. I don't think you can't even like reset to get a better Pokeball. I don't think. I think you have to save right before you acquire the ticket because once I think you acquire the ticket, it like locks it in place. Because I went there before the battle, like when I had the ticket, and I saved in front of the counter, and it gave me the same reward 5 times in a row. And I'm like, okay, fuck me. So you're telling me I can't like manipulate to where I can just keep resetting and doing the battle to get the reward changed? I got freaking so often you get like calciums and proteins. It's like why waste over a half an hour to get these tickets just to get dog shit? So I very much do not like how they set up that feature. Like I said before, I think the reward to satisfaction for obtaining items in these Pokemon games in the last like couple of years is not good. You play Gen 2, it was awesome. Get Apricorn Ball once a day, you get like one or two or something like that. You could do something like that. And these new games like get a whole bunch of resources, then go have a chance at 1% spawn what you want. And guess what? You might get a different 1% or a different 5%. It's like, dude, that's stupid. It's like doesn't feel. And the thing is that you have to save before using it, and then you have to like reset your game if you fail the catch, and it's a whole entire thing. No, you can get 2 tickets in one night easy. I got 3 one time. The point is that you have to leave, go use that ticket, go all the way back, then you have to like rush to get that next ticket, and it doesn't feel good. I want it to be more natural. I want it to be where I can just stockpile 20 tickets and then do 20 battle royales. Tower rank missions. That's my problem. Yeah, I don't like that. It's so that's what I do. It's just so annoying. It's like I don't have to break the flow of me getting like knockouts and doing good to have to go all the way over there. That's what I mean by it. At least it's not like 1 ticket per night. That would have been like ridiculous. The problem is that there's just so many like loading screens, and there's so many like things you have to like change in this game. There's so many like things where it's like you have to watch that stupid little animation whenever you sit on a bench when it switches day and nighttime. How many battles you win? Oh, the battle zone's active. It's like I don't care, dude. And like it's like it makes sense when it shows the battle zone active and it's showing you the location at first. Like the first couple times you're playing it, because you don't know what on the map what it looks like inherently. But then you just open the map and it shows you where the battle zone is at. So like it doesn't need to have all these like fucking loading screens. And like I said, like after a while, it's like just grating. It's like, oh my god, can we please move on from this? Okay, in a bit we'll be able to start doing soft resets again, so I can take the fossil into a bit more serious. It's hard to do when you're playing. My thing is that like Pokemon is always like the most like tedious, mind-numbing. Like a lot of the missions themselves too, like a lot of side missions are just like kind of like stupid. It's like, go get this for me, and you already have it, so that's nice. But then you have to go talk to him again. Like you can't just give it to him at that very moment. Okay, let's do a Pokemon battle. Okay, and then they talk, and then it's like a lot of like stupid like fetch missions or like go investigate this area, which is cool. You got to go do something, but it's like 2 feet away. And it's like, well, this was fucking pointless. Like there's so many like low quality missions that don't feel good, and I don't like that. Like they could have. I'd rather take 50 decently to high quality missions rather than like 100 to 150 low quality basic missions, if that makes sense. Mainly because those basic missions don't really give like the rewards that feel like it's like like worth it. Yeah, many times better if you just grind like 5 tickets a night and then do 5 battles. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. No, there was a lot of fun ones. I'm not saying there wasn't. I think the story elements were cute on them. But it's like a lot of them was like, okay, that's all I had to do. That was like, it's kind of like a waste. Like I'd rather have done like 5 more parts to this quest than do little tiny things. Like the sewer quest where you have to go down the sewer again. That's cool. You just go down there, you go battle the guy, and that's it. Kind of a little bit, like kind of basic, but at least it's like it has a funny little story. It's cute, so I can't be too mad. I just wish it wasn't like, okay, we're gonna battle. It's like, well, just have a battle. Don't make that a fucking mission. Like what the fuck? Just make it a fucking battle. Yeah, the side missions are cute. I think I think a lot of them are like the Spinnerack one. That's adorable. It's like that could have just been an interaction. It didn't have to really be a side mission. And that's like I think what I have a problem with too is like, a lot of them are just like little interactions. It's like, this isn't a mission. This is just like a slice of life, which is cool, but like, don't make it seem like it's like it's kind of bloating it up, making it seem like it has a lot more missions than it does. That's what I'm kind of getting at, where it's like these aren't really like quests or nothing. They're just kind of like, how do we make this game look like it has a lot more content? Let's have a cute little interaction with 2 Pokemon, and that's it. And it's like, oh, okay. That's what I get at, I haven't listened to her theme yet, but I heard from a lot of people it's good. Okay, let's check our boxes because I'm not really paying attention. Okay, oh god. Whoops. Full lamb, shines. I got 4 rams, lamb, post Pidgeys. Yeah, that's funny. I got quite a few lamb post Pidgeys, but it's only from this area for running around the circle. I got like 4 or 5 of them too, but I didn't get lucky. I got somewhat lucky on the shines, and then my second playthrough I didn't get lucky at all. My second playthrough, I didn't really get lucky at all. Oh, I got stuffy nose. When's it gonna be nighttime, bro? It always feels like the daytime takes 2 times the amount as the nighttime does. And like, for it to go to nighttime, it feels like it takes forever. Where if it's the opposite way around, it feels like it goes by so fast. And I'm not sure if that's true or if it's just because the nighttime's so much like cooler. Okay, I gotta check I haven't checked the alphas in a while. Didn't mean to delete that. What'd you delete? You're fine. I didn't see anything that you deleted. You're fine. How you doing, Cosmic? Yeah, I woke up. I would like to ideally do a hunt like this, for a stream like this, a couple hours of the day in the morning. But I forgot to add the Discord too, so my bad for that probably didn't get the notification. But I just haven't been getting sleep lately. Last night, I went to bed at like 1:20. I woke up a lot of times, but I got pretty decent sleep. So I was able to, do that. I don't know what else. Legends EA after the fossil and so I've done everything I could in this game. Yeah, exactly. It kind of sucks, man. I guess you could do like the really soft resets for like the Goomy. Because that's a pretty hard one. There's like one spawns. You can knock it out, wait till it's about to spawn, save, and then do those soft resets. And that one's easier because there's only like 3. There's only that Pokemon will spawn there. You can knock out the other Pokemon too, but there's not many Pokemon else that can spawn there. So that's like, that might be a decent hunt to do. It's a pretty rare. I know he's out in the wild too, but if you want like the singular sewer Goomy, that might be a hunt because that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I don't know. My problem is I don't really want to fucking hunt because what's gonna happen in the DLC? Are they gonna fucking do what Arceus did and make all the alphas super easy to get? That's what I'm scared about. That's what I'm really kind of can I do this? Fennekin again, Phase, Noibat, Swablu, Weedle, Trubbish, Pidgey. Got so many dupes now. Jeez. Now I just gotta wait for the alpha. Wait for the alpha shiny. Yeah, Noibat's cool. I like that shiny. I want to get I really want to get Alpha Kakuna on a tree. Alpha Kakuna shiny on a tree. The problem this game has too is that since so many people are doing AFK methods or doing the way to glitch spawns to make them super easy to get Pokemon, people are kind of not as impressed anymore with shinies because they think they either did the AFK method or a shitty method or they just don't really care that much. So when you do something really impressive, they kind of go, eh. You know what I mean? Eh. Yeah, I'm going to be hunting Alpha Fennekin at some point. The idea is I want to get a shining Alpha Living Dex if this game is fun enough to last that long. That's fucking super hard. That's going to be a death sentence. Because I think what they're going to probably do is something like a massive mass outbreak where they just devalue all the shinies and make it to where alphas are easily accessible like they did in Arceus and kind of ruined tons of the hunts. You get an Alpha Decidueye, an Alpha Rowlet, super easy. You had to get them in the distortions. Getting a shiny of that was near impossible. But then the Alpha Outbreaks came out, or Massive Mass Outbreaks came out, and they made alphas super easy. So I feel like they're going to do something like that, and I don't really want to hunt, I don't really want to hunt that. Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't add trees. Look there's trees everywhere in this fucking game. That's how you could have got Kakuna, Spinnerax. They could have made Spinnerax a lot more rare, but instead they decided to put them in fucking every area. They could have done so much good in this game, and they just were nah. No tree shaking hunts. No dumpster hunts. That would have been cool. I would have been dumpster diving for some Pokemon. They should have made certain Pokemon only exclusive to that type of thing. So Trubbish and Garbodor should have only been in dumpsters and the back alleys. That would have been so cool. But instead they littered them all through the back alleys, put them in zones and whatnot. And it's dude, I feel like Trubbish would be really skittish and they'd be really sneakative because they are trying to blend in with their environment, Maybe it'll be so. Yeah, that's what they're saying. The end of the game, they're Z-moves. Ay, ay, ay. They can't do an SOS method, I don't think. Maybe they could do an SOS method, but it'd be weird. It wouldn't be how good it is in Sun and Moon. It'd be a lot more weirder because you have to keep that Pokemon alive, and it'd be constantly attacking your Pokemon, and it'd be a whole entire mess. You have to heal a lot. I feel like SOS and added into this game would be fucking horrible with how it's set up. I don't think it would be good. So, I wonder what they would do. I wonder what they would do. I mean, yeah, trust me, kill IRL, yeah. Just chilling in the dumpster and then just compacts him. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, fuck. I just wasted all that time, bro. And I didn't even see that I was changing nighttime. I fucked up. Damn it. I spent all that time. Dude, that sucks, bro. That whole time I was waiting for it to be nighttime, I got distracted by reading chat. Yeah, Shiny Trubbish is good. I have to get it still. If I'm going to be good hunt, I already got Shiny Alpha Froakie. Yeah, I wish I could get an Alpha Froakie, bro. That shit looks crazy. That shit looks so good, dude. I want to get him. But I don't want to do the hunt. I think doing the gate method for that is going to be the only way I really want to do it, honestly. Maybe soft resets. If I get, like... Right now, soft resets kind of suck only because I don't have the... the right sequence going. If I had, like, 3 switches playing this game, then soft resets would be goated. Not for every area. For example, soft reset in this game, in this area, kind of sucks because there's so many Pokemon that spawn in that radius till I could fail that I wouldn't even know. So I have to check each time. But it still feels like nice. It still feels better than having to run the whole map at times. Crime boss that kills Pokemon and make many ghost types for Zara. Yeah, that'd be wicked. That'd be actually really cool. I feel like they just need to be able to make like a more like deeper story, and it would just be nice. I'm not even asking like M rated. I'm asking like teen rated, and have it to where it's like a Legends game where it's just a bit more intense. Like that shit will sell, and it will sell possibly even better than like this type of game because it's not known as like the baby game, you know. Is that shiny Gardevoir? Gardevoir? I can't even speak. No, it's not. I couldn't tell because of the blue of the city. Yeah, there's so many cool things they could do. I don't like how like this game and the last game didn't really have bad guys. Like Legends Arceus had a bad guy, but it wasn't like an organization. It was kind of like a hidden bad guy, and it wasn't like, you know, it didn't have like a presence. And I liked it. That was really good. I think that was a good job how they did that. They changed it to where it had this cool idea, you know. And then at the very end, it's like, ooh, he's actually the bad guy the whole time. And it's not just like some like, you know, it's like actually like kind of like plan and push forward. Where this game's kind of like, well, there's a lot of bad guys, and it's really like, who's the real bad guy? And it's like, oh wait, no one's the bad guy. It's just the circumstance of the situation. And it's just kind of like that thing where it's like, we can all learn from our past and become better, which I think is like an okay story beat, but like, are we just gonna fucking get that from now on? Like just for example, Scarlet and Violet, there was not really like a bad. Is that a shiny Gardevoir? Motherfucker, is that a shiny Gardevoir? You motherfucker, you could have been an alpha. I think we got a shiny Gardevoir. I can't tell. Blink. Very good. Which Pokemon ball? I got like 5 of these, but okay, what? I think that, yep, that's the best one. Great Ball's the best one. Great Ball's the best one. It got the red accents, it got the blue. Wow, I'm so good at this game. Oh, fuck me, dude. I think it saved anyway, so it's fine. That's pretty cool. I can't even hate. I wish it was an alpha. My life would have been better if it was an alpha, but I'll take that. Like, what's the lady or whatever was going to be evil? I could just tell she was going to be evil with how they set her up. Like, the moment they showed that she had that granddaughter, I'm like, yeah, they're not going to make her evil. It'd be too obvious, I feel like. And they want to do a misdirection that no one's the bad guy. I kind of had that feeling through the whole thing. I'm like, well, who's the real bad guy? They're not going to make Lysander the bad guy. They just wouldn't do that. Like, he already was a bad guy. Now, it would have been cool if they did. If Elsie went, I fucking lied, I'm still a bad guy. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. That would have been fucking awesome, honestly. But instead, he's like, I learned a lot from almost dying. And I learned I need to kill more people than before. But, yeah, so, like, I think, like, I was more like, I don't even think the Grizzham guy's going to be a bad guy. Like, I was just kind of like in this, like, thing where I'm like, oh, it's just kind of like a circumstance, and who wants to be the hero? That's what it really came down to, is who's going to be the hero in this story. And you had to pick between you your rival and Grisham essentially. I like how I like how they did it though, because they made it seem like look at like the world's complex. It's not like black and white. It's more of a gray where people can be seen as bad guys, but really they're just kind of like have their own intentions. Like Corbet, once again, they try to do this. Fuck this game, dude. They may try to make everyone seem like they're a bad guy to some extent, but then they're like, actually, we're just complex people, which I like. But like, come on, man, come on. We couldn't have like one over the top villain guy. We didn't actually even need that. I think, like I said, I think they did a really good job. But it's like, is every fucking Pokemon game going to become this now? Like Scarlet and Violet, there was no bad guys, dude. There was no bad guys. There was your rival. There was like the misfits, the groups being the assholes and whatnot, the students. And then there was like, the final boss was like the professor, but she wasn't like a bad guy. She's like a robot, and she wasn't like really bad. Like, it's not like the end of the world. They made it seem like it's the end of the world, but I don't think it was the end of the world. Yeah, everyone had like their own like intents and purpose, but like it wasn't like they're people at the end of the day. Like that's like they're just people how they were, Like they weren't actually like bad. They were just people. They had their own like motivations. So I feel like this fucking game is just like the last Pokemon games have been like, there's no real bad guys because everyone equally has their own bad parts about them. It's like, can we just get a fucking cool ass villain like Giovanni again, please? Can we get something like Cyrus and Lysander again? Oh yeah. I don't really care for Team Magma, Team Aqua that much. Okay, I know that's like heretical. I don't think they were that. I think they were silly and it was kind of cool, the idea of what they were doing. But I don't think they were really like cool. They were kind of fucking idiots. They were kind of like in that like delusions of grandeur. Like a third grader could understand this is a bad idea. So I never thought they were that like impressive. They were kind of just stupid. They were kind of just fucking dumb. They were like, I read this holy scripture that says that if we do this, the world's gonna be better. And it's like, bro almost drowned swimming, so now he don't want no more water. Okay, dawn's approaching. Here we go. We're getting close. We have to pay attention now. Look, Corbet. It is a little weird. They made a lone shark good people. Yeah. It's kind of like, so he's supposed to be like kind of like the Yakuza, and there was some. Also, when I say this, there was some cool Yakuza people, but they were all scumbags at the end of the day. They worked for a crime syndicate, Like at the end of the day, if you're working for that, even if you're doing good, you're still in line with that, and you're helping fun, shitty people. I love Team Plasma, by the way. Team Plasma was goated because Getsus was fucking crazy. That's all it came down to. He like at first like I only want Unova, and then later on he's like maybe I want more than Unova, but he only wanted to be like a king and to rule like absolutely, and wanted to get rid of everyone's Pokemon just for that aspect. It was so cool. Team Plasma I think is my outside Team Rocket. Team Plasma my second favorite, and their drip was kind of like weird at first. I was like their outfit's kind of weird, but then I used to like the Templar looking like night outfit, but then you had Neo Team Plasma, bro. Oh my god. Neo Team Plasma with their fucking ninja outfits and their like a military like a black beret type situations. They look so fucking cool. Team Plasma went from looking kind of dorky but also like kind of like endearing to like fucking military. Like okay, we're done being bullied. We are now just gonna kill. It was so good. I think what's it called that Corbet, like the idea of it was cool. Then you realize that he's like a fucking like Yakuza member. He's like a crime syndicate. He's like a mafia boss, and he's gonna make you get charged tons of interest, and then he'll purify it if you're a good person. So if you're not a good person or a good person by his standards, with his that's questionable. If he's like a fucking loan shark, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of silly that they make him like so like if you're not like in line with his standards of being a good person, he's gonna fucking hate you with $1 million on $100,000, which is fucking insane. He's gonna ruin your life and make you a debt slave to him forever, and possibly do who knows what. I love Corbet. He's goated, and it shows that he does have good convictions, but sometimes good convictions can get like swayed away by bullshit. So I'm very like conflicted with that guy. Even Team Snag'em was awesome from the XG Gal Darkness games and whatnot, and the Coliseum games. Trash Waves and win game and just make another Gen 1 remake. That's my time, yeah. I hope they make the Waves and win game fun. I feel like that will probably be I can only play one of that game, unless they have tons of soft resets or tons of like gifts hunts, but it seems like it's actually going to be somewhat complex and going to require a lot of like one controller, not two controllers. But I hope it's good, but I wouldn't put it past them to fucking it up, and then just releasing Let's Go 3 remastered, and it's just like Let's Go 1, but it's remastered in the 3 different styles. We got the Let's Go style, we have the Chibi style, and we have the Scarlet Violet style. Yeah, no, me too. I like that really like sinister. There we go. Okay, now we're back to the soft reset grind. Now we're back to the soft reset grind, and we can start doing the hunts a bit better for the fossil. Okay, now we're back in this. No, I agree. I like the irredeemable bad guys sometimes. They're good. They're good, but you know, Pokemon's like we gotta at least make them seem like, you know, they're not bad guys, because that teaches kids wrong things. It's like, okay, guy. Fuck you. Used to do is put voice acting in the games, man. Getting tired. Yeah, no, same. That's why I don't even pay attention anymore. I literally just skip it. I just read in between the lines, and half the time the story's so basic nowadays, I can get the whole entire story by just reading like 1/8 of the sentence. And it's like we just need something cool to happen with voice acting. It's so easy too. It's so easy. They go, oh, it's immersion. Then why do you make the fucking Pokemon trainer grunt and shit like that? Or why do you let me also pick my dialogue, which leads to the same exact scenario no matter what each time? So it's just an overall BS reason. And so Battleback, yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that's so funny. That's still one of my favorite moments of Team Rocket was the gambling aspect, the cutting off Slowpoke's tails and making luxury treats out of them. So cool, dude. Why is my fucking mustache like curled? It's like curling up is pissing me off. See what I mean? It's like I need to shave. I need to trim it down. I have not paid attention to my mustache, but I don't. Who am I trying to impress? You know. Is that? Oh, I thought that was a Alpha Shiny Vanillix. I was so confused for a second. Whoops. Okay. Way more entertaining than bad people. Yeah, exactly. No bad people. Exactly. Yeah. And it's just like, it's like I don't know. Like they could do so much things. Like, you know, it's like, why can't we have a feature where Pokemon get stolen? You know, and you have to like you know, claim them back by people and whatnot. Do all because like for example, Black and White 2. I think it's in Black and White 1, or it's in Black and White, the beginning of Black and White 2. I can't remember. It's been so long since I played the game. The main character's sister gets her Liepard stolen, or her Purloin stolen. Then at the very end of the game, you battle that fucking Purloin that's now a Liepard, a part of Team Plasma. And if you beat them, they release it back, or they give it back to them. But even then, the Pokemon's so like fucked up that it's like, I don't even know if I like you anymore. So it's crazy. Yeah, No Shave November, all good. That's true. That's true, honestly. You might have convinced me. Like, I like story beats like that. I like the tragedy of it. Because Pokemon has tons of great lore hidden in it. Like, just like for example, in not Black and White, in X and Y, the first one, they made a whole bunch of implicit like things happening. Like, okay, the 3,000 years ago thing happened. All this type of stuff happened, but only a tiny bit was actually announced in the story. It was all hidden context and lore. I like the idea of that. Also, it's kind of bullshit. I don't have to dig around libraries and dig around labs to find out the full story. That's not even like confirmed, so you don't even know if it's actually what happened and whatnot. I don't like the idea of having to fucking explore all over the world just to get a little bit of pieces of info that might not even happen. 10 years later, they find go, oh yeah, all that did happen. Yeah, 10 fucking years later, so I have to sit here for fucking like 10 years waiting to see if my shit came true in a sequel. But I feel like that is like one thing that was kind of they need to do more of deep lore, but also just like not have it to where it's like it pays off 10 years later. Like I need something that like pays off decently and can be left in the air. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You just purify them. It'd be so much better. It's just small things. Because some of the alphas look so good, but once you purify them, or once you catch them, and their eyes are all fucking revert back to normal, they look fucking kind of dumb. They don't look as good. So like me and Meeks were saying, you should have a toggle if you want out. You should have it to where you can purify them. Do something, you know? I just don't like how it's ridiculous like that. Ugh. Like there's so many things a company could do that make it so much better. And what we have to realize though too is that there's quite a few different Pokemon players. There's ones that shiny hunt, which care mostly about shiny hunting, and they want really good hunts. And then you got the competitive players. They don't care anything about the aesthetics for the most part. They only care about if the battling plays really well. So they don't care about the story, how good the game plays. They only care about the turn-based battle and how well it runs. And those people always get catered to. That's the problem. Those people always get catered to. And even on a game like this, that's about shiny hunting, it's a fucking disaster. It's not a good shiny hunting game. There's too many exploits, too many things that are fucked up, and there's a lot of problems with it. But in the competitive scene, if there's a single bug or something that's too overpowered, they fix it right away, and that's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, Grizzhand's pretty strong, dude. He fucking, when I was doing Infinite Royale, he fucking outplayed me so good. It felt so, like, this is what makes me mad. When, like, the AI and the NPCs actually take, like, it seriously, they can fucking wall up your team. They can come out of nowhere and actually time stuff perfectly. He fucking swept two of my level 100s when he was, like, level 80 because he just planned out his moves perfectly when I did a switch. And he fucking did, like, a dodge, and he did, like, a seismic toss, and he did everything to where I was just completely, like, outclassed and outmaneuvered. I was like, whoa. And I felt so good. I was like, that was awesome. I don't mind losing if it's fucking awesome. If I get, like, beaten, I didn't lose, but, you know, getting my Pokemon knocked out, if it's, like, done right, it feels good. And they could have done that. They could have had a hard mode in this game. They could have had it to where, like, you know, you beat the game, you get a new game plus. You get to bring your shinies over. Even have it to where if you want to revert them to like, you know, their base form, start with them as a starter instead of the main starter. That'd be cool. And then have it to where it's a hard mode where they actually each battle of the higher rank ones will be actually hard to do. That would have been awesome. But when they actually take it seriously and they actually have like the NPC use its full move set, it's like, holy crap, that's crazy. Has shiny Shadowlugia in the game? Yeah. I don't know why we can't get stuff like that. I feel like we won't get like another Shadow game, like almost ever, because it was all based off of stealing. And they like are like, we shouldn't have those in our game. Stealing's bad. We shouldn't have those. That's why you don't really see too many like you saw stealing at the beginning of this game, but there was a particular reason. The guy said like, I wanted to show you full how Paris is nowadays in France. And if you go there as a tourist, you're gonna get people will probably swindle you, which is a very real thing. There's like if you go to France, you have like a 50% chance that someone's gonna try to scam you right away. Like sometimes more than that. So it makes sense, but in general, they don't really like show like they don't really want to show like stealing as much as they used to in the games, and it's kind of like, come on, man. That's what made the game so good. Every single Pokemon game has stealing to some extent. It's just from the Drifloon, the cast forms, to a whole bunch of stuff. You know, the Coliseum. They had Team Rocket just straight up stealing a lot of their Pokemon in general. Also, I think it's kind of like another great way to just add into the story of a game is like the fact that you have Team Rocket, you know, they're grunts, they get like the lowest level Pokemon. As they get stronger, they get more, you know, of the evolved form and more like unique Pokemon. But why can't we have just Team Rocket have crazy weird Pokemon, and it clearly shows that like it's a stolen Pokemon from another trainer? Why can't we have stuff like that? It's so ridiculous. Yeah, I'm going really slow on these hunts for the Tyrant, just because I'm kind of chilling and chatting. Let's see. We'll go for one more shiny in the Tepig area, and then we'll move on to, you know, different area. I mean, two hunts, two Tyrant hunts. Because now that we're chatting, keeping me busy, I feel like I can double hunt without getting bored. Oops, wrong game. Ooh, Simisage. Ooh, Malamar. Okay. And like, you know, if this was like a new company that was just starting off and we didn't really have like, you know, much going on with it, I would be fine if they have. I'm just gonna reset it early. If I get like more than halfway through a fossil batch, I'm just gonna reset early because then I can like in case I get like a shiny at the end, I lose all those fossils. I want to get at least 2 Tyrants on this hunt, so I'll reset a little bit early sometimes. Fuck, I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was talking about, but oh, I ran out of water. Son of a bitch, dude. Son of the beach, bro. Son of the beach, bruv. Carbink Alpha would be kind of cool. Carbink's pretty tanky if you're not hitting him with the exact moves he needs to be hit with. He's pretty tanky, not gonna lie. He bodied one of my high-level Pokemon one time. I had no... I didn't want to switch out and had no Pokemon that could do enough damage to fucking knock him out easily because he has such a high defense. I feel like in this game it actually like makes it to where if you don't have a Pokemon that can do a good amount of damage to it, it will endure for a while. The enemy Pokemon will. Compared to past games, like I could just spam a level 100 move and it's gonna more than likely knock him out each time. Or drop him down a decent amount. This light's killing me, by the way. It's so fucking bright. It's so bright and like I need to get glasses. Let me put some like shades on. Why are you wearing glasses inside? Because the fucking light's bright, Dad. What do you expect? I'm surprised I haven't got a Hippowdon shiny yet. Like this is actually insane. Like I want one so bad. This is one of my favorites. It's like probably top 10 Pokemon for me. Maybe top 5. But yeah, no, they just don't want to pop the shiny for me. It's kind of crazy. 198 more battles to go. Nice. Yeah, I'm really happy that PPA nothing in this game, honestly. A part of me sometimes wonders if like they just added it and then kind of tooled around the system a bit differently, if it could be better in certain cases. But then I go, no, the less I have to go to a Pokemon Center or use like items to heal, the better. If you get bored of Infinite Royale, you can also you can also let's see, Joe. I'm not sure it does, but I have been hunting for a long time. I should have been. Any so when you mean bench message, do you mean like AFK or do you mean going to a bench, switching the day, going back into the bench? Because it should be able to. If you're going into the bench, having the day pass, going into the bench again, it will work because I got my chest pin that way. I went from one bench to the next bench back and forth and just kept doing that, and that's how I got my chest pin. So yes, it should work if you're doing it that way. Like I went to the bench where Chespin's at, and then went across to the next bench, sat on it, then did that over and over again. I eventually got it. Okay, we're good. But if it's AFK, I do not know because I don't do AFK. River's underground. Yeah. Chespin's underground too. Chespin's spawns on the ground. And it went shiny when I was just doing back and forth between the bench. Chespin and Diggersby are right next to each other, and I got Chespin by going from bench to bench. So it should work. You just are getting probably unlucky, sadly, because they take a while. The bench ones can take a while. It's fun to spam with power moves. I know, right? It's so fun. If you're getting kind of like bored of doing an Infinite Royale meeks, you could also do a cafe or restaurant Lana, I believe. It's level 30. There's 3 people, and they both have level 30 Pokemon. Each person does. And it's like about 3 battles every 2.5 minutes, which is not bad. If you were to compare it to Infinite Royale, it's about roughly the same. and it's in like one area. You just have to keep spamming the A button and the lock on button over and over and over and over again. I think to some extent I like that more than the Infinite Royale, because it's like I can just chill and do something else and like watch a stream or a movie or something. Whereas the Infinite Royale, you have to kind of like go on a system and like do a whole entire path, and sometimes it doesn't work the way you want it to work. So yeah, going for Jillbur, shelf camera up, 6 Machops. Oof, that's brutal. 5 Abra, 2 Trubbish. Oof, no, that's brutal. I'm not even gonna put it lightly. That's brutal. Youch. Yeah, it should work though, because I got my chest bin like that, and I got Diggersby. So I don't have the video, so I can't like show it to you, so you can like kind of see and go, oh yeah, okay, I see what you mean. But that's how I got my chest bin. So you should be good. Yeah, I was gonna say like it's the Infinite Royale is just better, but you do get the XP candy and Pokeballs. I just fucking hate doing it. And you're going to need money through time. You're going to have to eventually go back and do it again in the future. So it is better just to stick with that, without a doubt. Oh, whoops, I'm accelerating. Why isn't it working? Okay, nope. They're still far away. I don't know what phase I'm on with Tepig and Squirtle. I do not know what phase I'm at with Tepig and Squirtle. We're pretty deep into it though. Being with Mikasa, not too slow. Yeah. Yeah. I still find it hard to sometimes do like extreme speed and not like try to sneak up. I'm like, oh yeah, you just gotta keep going. You gotta go fast with it. But I still fall into the trap of going like, I gotta sneak attack, and it's like, ah, so frustrating. So I have to remind myself it's about like getting knockouts, not so much the points. Alpha Dragalge, nice. No. Yeah, imagine if there was PP and you couldn't just spam extreme speed while doing the 1,000 knockouts. I feel like if there was PP in this game, everyone would be doing restaurants because they would heal you in between battles, I assume. Or after the 3 battles. So, I think that's a good thing. I just don't get why they thought 1,000 battles was a good idea for the shiny charm when it has nothing to do with shiny hunting. Like, that's what really annoyed me. Like, I would rather have caught, like, 2,000 Pokemon, 3,000 Pokemon, than had to have, fucking done, like, 1,000 battles. Because at least I can shiny hunt while I'm doing it. Like, that's such a weird... All that does is make me not want to battle ever again. Like, I'm dreading when I have to go grind for some money to get more fossils. I'm going to have to go do Infinite Royale 2 more times. Just to get enough to get, like, a good amount of fossils. And I don't want to do that because I've already done over 2,000 battles. I have 2 shiny charms. Bro, I do not want to fucking battle ever again in this game. I don't want to battle ever again in this game, bro. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm kind of worried about the future of this game. I think even 4,000 Pokemon knocked out would have been fine. 5,000, because you knock out through the story roughly about 1,000, to 1,500 easy, and that's like just from the battles, because there's like by the time you get done with the battles, you get about roughly by the time you beat the story, you do about 300 battles, and each person mostly has 2 to 4 Pokemon. So just off of simple math, that's about 1,000 right there. So then when you're playing and out in the wild, you're going to be knocking out Pokemon, and you're going to be battling Pokemon. So I think it's very fair to have made it to where it was like, 3 to 5,000 knockout Pokemon, because even then, you can go in the wild and use Surf and wipe out a whole entire area, go to the next area and wipe out a whole entire another thing, just keeps, doing that. And you're going to hit, 1,000 within like about an hour to 2 hours if you do it right. Probably even sooner than that. Whereas hitting 1,000 battles, it's like multiples of like over like 20 hours type of shit, you know. You have to take in account, you have to do the game, you have to do all the Infinite Royale and whatnot, and it don't make sense. School during the first place. Exactly, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yep, that's what I'm saying. It's I have no problem with playing through the story that much. Well, I kind of do because I fucking hate playing story. But I don't really have that much of a problem playing through the story, doing the battles. If it was 500, I think that's tedious. But do you know what? That's fair. 500's fair. But going higher than that, that's fucking insane. Like when I was almost done with 500, I went, wait a second. This doesn't seem right. Why is it 500? And then that realization was like, it's probably 1,000, isn't it? It's like the first like day when it like came out. No one really knew about the shiny charm yet. I'm like, oh my god, it's probably gonna be 1,000, isn't it? And when it ticked over to 1,000, I fucking was like, I want to die. I want to die. And that was before I knew like the best ways to do the battles. I did probably like 700 of the battles. I did 600 of the battles before I knew of a quicker method. Also, fuck all the people that use the fucking Rumble controller to get their battles in. That's bullshit. That's not fair, dude. That's not fair, dude. I'm pretty sure Zelda did that, and he acted like he didn't. I'm like 99% sure Zelda did that. I'm like, yeah, right, buddy. You didn't get to. Because he was like texting while he was doing the battles to me, and he had the Rumble controller. He told me about he had a Rumble controller. But he was like texting while that was happening. And I'm like, there's no way that you got more battles than me in that time. And you were talking in the chat. Big conversations. I'm like, you motherfucker. You betray me? I think, though, like, the idea that the Rumble controls are so useful in this game for doing stuff, I feel like that's going to lead the president of, like, oh, we can keep making shitty hunts and then also selling extra items. Because these sales of Rumble controls went up drastically in this short time since this game got released. Just because people are, you know... It makes it to where you can program the controller to do the inputs. So it can do, like... Just say I can make it walk 50 feet... And then make it walk 50 feet back, and then make it like push A, and then walk 50 feet. And you can program it to where it automatically does everything. Now it can be wonky sometimes, and there can be some goofy stuff going on, but for the most part, it can follow the sequence you want to put it in. And it's like super ridiculous, and people just make it to where they just inputs and does the thing over and over again, and that's how people get shinies. That's what I thought. Maybe I'll get like a Rumble controller, and I'll have one game just randomly play in the background, hunting shinies AFK, and I'll just give them away on stream. That people that like, you know, that are, but I don't want to do that because that's kind of like stupid and it's against my morals. But also it's kind of like I'm only missing out. Like there's no like negatives for that essentially. If there were more trainer battles, yeah, that too, yeah, just a bit more jarring when you're done with everything, beating the story, and you see that you still have to beat 500 trainer. Yeah, no, exactly. And that's what I was talking about too. Is that like. Even the side missions, there's like, we'll say there's 100 side missions. Only 25 of them are, like, probably even less than that, are like, you battle a trainer. Like, there's probably 25 that you battle a trainer, you know? There's a few where you battle 2 trainers in the same thing, but there's, like, a lot. Play it all that free. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, Rumble is useful in its own ways for certain games, but for the most part, for a Pokemon game, all it does is just auto-farm. All it does is just cheat, essentially, in the shinies. And not for me. I would only ever do it if it was to get to give away the shinies I don't want to random people that they don't have time to shiny hunt. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to be known as that guy that does the AFK shiny hunting and whatnot. Like that Blaine's guy, dude. Dude, that guy fucking sucks. That guy fucking sucks, dude. He makes like content for things, and then he finds out, oh, if I make content about how you can do the the sword and shield the sword and shield dens, how I can, you know, manipulate them into where you get shiny super easily, and make videos about those and how you can do other things about shiny hunting that's bad for the shiny hunting community. I'll just do that. I'll just grift off of it. So he went from like not even being that big of a Pokemon fan to fucking making content on how to exploit the game and get tons of shinies. And now he gets tons of views and has like a little career off it. And it's like, dude, you're not like a genuine fan. Like you might have liked Pokemon, you might have liked it a lot, but you weren't like I would like, you know, spend hours and hours a day playing Pokemon. You know, you're not like a genuine fan. You're just a grifter that pops in, got famous, went, ooh, this is easy money. I'm gonna keep doing it, and then you get the attention of it. And you're like, ooh, I'm gonna keep making videos because I like the attention it gives me more so than the actual Pokemon. Not a fan. Not a fan, dude. But yeah, I always see him like popping up on Twitter and whatnot, and I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. This is the way that we're gonna get shinies easier. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Just not my thing. And that's why like I've been like so like vocal about how like hunting is just not how it is nowadays. We're just gonna keep getting shit games. Like as much as people didn't like BDSP, it was a good shiny hunting game because there's multiple ways to shiny hunt. There was like no locks at all. There was a lot of like good a lot of good hunts, a lot of unique ways. And then they also had to where they had overworlds. The thing they fumbled on was they didn't have the overworld shiny sprites show up in the underground. That should have been fixed. That should have been something that actually was like that. You know, that was the biggest problem because it gave a little bit to everyone. It gave you some methods like the radar. It gave look at that Alpha Squirtle. That's so good, dude. Alpha Squirtle's awesome. It gave you the radar. It gave you so many things, but instead, people are like, "That's a bad game. It took a bit to get a shiny." I mean, it was a bad game. Is fucking every other Pokemon game after that. yeah, true. Very true, Cosmic. I agree. What is about Pokemon franchise that just attracts so many scumbags? Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's insane. Like Pokemon has the most like goofy fucking people. I think it's because Pokemon's kind of like a baby franchise, and there's also like a lot of like baby adults in it, and like they see like a hot woman or like a but this like this. There's so many fucking simps in Pokemon, dude. I go and I see people's streams, and it's like a woman streaming, and she's not interested at all. She has her tits out, and she's playing Pokemon, and she has an OnlyFans. I'm like, dude. And all her fucking people there are like Reddit dorks, and it's like, oh my god, bro. But then equally, there's a lot of like really like himbo type dudes, and a lot of like fucking goofy guys in there, and that go like, I'm super hyped up, dude. I'm like, this is gonna be really cool, dude. Look what I got, man. This is awesome, man. And it's like, they do their whole fucking, you know. Oh my god, dude. I fucking hate it. There's so many grifters on it. It's insane. There's some bad things about it. Yeah, but Full Out Hunter, I think about almost every year. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. And the thing's like, there was ways to decrease the odds, and that's all that mattered. And there wasn't a way to decrease them to where it was like bullshit. It was like you actually had to work still. What should we be talking about here? I talk about a lot. We got like, dude, there's a lot. Okay, I'm not gonna start drama, but there's a lot. And if they don't promote it, they have it in a way that you can clearly see it, and they get tons of people. And it's also what's fucked up because like I said, you're not a streamer, so you don't see it. There's like groups of girls that will have a podcast for Pokemon, and then one of them will have an OnlyFans, and they like convince the other girls into getting OnlyFans when they normally wouldn't have gotten an OnlyFans. Fucking insane, bro. Fucking insane, dude. It's empowering to show your butthole to 100 million strangers online, and half of them are gonna get leaked, and then it might get sent to your family. Well, okay. Look at this is not like in the same. Okay. I'm gonna bring up one person because I liked them, and I never didn't like them. They were a little cringe, but they were nice, and they were a small streamer when I was a small streamer, and I still am. But in Let's Go, it was like the little Shelder. She seems like a sweetheart. She seems nice enough. And then she gets into a crowd of all these like women Pokemon streamers. They start getting a little political, which whatever, get political or whatever. She makes a Fansly. She makes stuff like that, which I don't think she probably wouldn't have done prior had it not been for the other girls making a good amount of profits and whatnot. Then from my understanding, she kind of freaks out, deletes it all, because rightfully so. You're getting a fucking whole bunch of weirdos that are socially isolated, commenting and talking to you all the time, and only see you as an object at that point. And, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. They move out of their parents' house, get their own place. Then they realize, I have to have a job, I have to stream, and I have to show my pussy? I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's the complete opposite. I think showing your body at all almost online is the opposite because it takes away from your value and your, like, sanctity as a human. I mean that for a guy and a girl. Like, the reason why it's so like, and look at I'm a guy that consumes stuff, so I'm gonna say like I'm happy it happens because I'm like a freak. I'm like, yes, I can see naked people on, this is awesome, but it's not good for society or good for people because people get seen as a commodity then, and you're already seeing a commodity from like work and from like other things, like. But imagine being a sexual commodity and you're only good off of your body and nothing else. Your brain means nothing, and you're just kind of like a dummy. At least you have like a purpose when you're working at like a Walmart. You're like they need your muscles, they need your like drive, they need your movement and whatnot. Online's like we need your Regina, and anything else is pointless. You have no value outside of that. And honestly, after seeing you and I knew it, I hate you because I feel bad about myself from Newton. Yep. Nope. I think like 90% of women regret it. And the problem is that like it's for a lot of things it's really good for the first like 10 years of your life. Like once you're 18, you start doing it until you're 28. Once you start going 28, it starts plateauing. And that's why you see a lot of girls getting like crazy plastic surgery to try to fix it, and then they end up hating themselves and they end up like hating how it looks. And I think for most people, it's just not something. I think there's very few people that are kind of like dysfunctional and want the attention, and it's probably healthier for them to be able to show themselves off. Like I think like every town needs a town whore type of situation. That's how we kind of put it at. But everyone can't be a town whore because then that's just not gonna work. But the point is that what I'm getting at is that like there's a lot of problems, and most of these women they end up crashing out, and then they have no career opportunity other than being stuck in that adult industry until like they're dead. And a lot of them a lot of them end up like hating themselves during that because they can't build meaningful connections. Now this is like not purely their fault in regards to like like when I go out with someone, I try to get as close to a virgin as possible because I know that they kind of like they take themselves a bit more serious, and they're not gonna just like get mad at me one day, really angry, and then be like, you know what, this relationship's not worth it. I'm gonna go cheat, or I'm gonna go do something else like that. I'm gonna do this. I've seen that happen so many times in friendships and relationships. So I try to pick someone that's closest to being a virgin if they're not a virgin, because I know that they take themselves a bit more seriously. They're going to be more, not so open to doing things as much. And they have a bit more like, but also that can backfire because sometimes they can go crazy and be like, do you want fuck you? I'm just going to fuck 100 dudes, which has happened multiple times too, but it's less likely to happen. And I would say the same exact thing if it was the other way around. Now, women, they tend to not care if a guy has more bodies because it's more experience, and it means that he knows how to navigate a bit more. There's a difference between the two. Whereas, as a guy like me, I'm like, why didn't your relationship happen? Like, how do you have 100 bodies? Like, what happened to where your relationship did not work to where you have that many? That's a warning sign. Same with a guy, like I said, but if given the chance. So, anyways, so with that being said, once they're they have an OnlyFans where they're having sex with guys, doing stuff like that, guys see that and they go, that's dysfunctional. I do not want a kid with that because first off, it's gonna be online forever. Your kid's gonna eventually probably one day see it. Nowadays, it's so much easier to find people online and find connections to people. It's not as anonymous. Digital footprint is beyond like fucked nowadays. And so guys, they just go, I don't want that in my life. Now, if they're a person that's like a swinger, that's totally into that, like that's totally, like, there's guys that are like that. They don't mind having a cuck relationship. That's good on them. That's for them. But most women that don't want a cuck relationship, they want, after being used so much in their lives, they want someone that's going to be just for them and take care of them and be that person. So what ends up happening is that you don't really find that. Ends up being really hard, and it ends up making the women go crazy, and it makes them more like radical in their beliefs because they think it's unfair that they got dealt a bad hand through their bad actions. But that's how I kind of get into a lot of that type of stuff, that work you need to really do research for and really think. Yeah, exactly. Because the consequences are far more than any other job because they are staying power. Like you go to the military, you have a chance of dying. Those are consequences. You go to Walmart, you have a chance of being sad because you don't get paid enough. You go fucking like making OnlyFans, you have a chance of your parents seeing it, your siblings seeing it, friends and families, seeing people in the real world see you, having stalkers. You have all these things. It's like it's a multi-layered thing that consumes a person fully. Now, some people, like I said, they like the attention. They were more than likely, if you needed that type of attention, you were like kind of abused in some way. And I don't mean like sexually. I mean like not like emotionally there, like no father, no mother, or a mix of either or. And it's like a searching for more validation. There's multiple reasons why, but the point is, end of the day, it's just like it's not healthy, and I would say 95% of the women, I'd say almost like 98% can't actually handle it in the long run. because they're not late term thinking. They're thinking in the moment, wow, I could just do like a porn video once a week and make 10K every month. That's crazy. And maybe it'll compile over the years. I can sell them individually and this could make me like, this one video can make me $1,000 within 1 year and it'll be a continual income. Yeah, sure, that in the moment that sounds good. But what happens, when a new girl comes on the field and she's able to make the same type of content but better than you, and now the people that you used to have are no longer there, or you're not able to give them enough attention, and it's like it's a whole entire deep thing, and I don't think a lot of women are ready to understand that, because a lot of like women also trick women into thinking that's super easy. And some women they do it out of like a pure intent because they want to help a woman become financially stable and confident with herself. But a lot of the time, there's a lot of women that kind of like went down that path and are bitter that they are down that path and kind of want to ruin it for other women, which is a very like real thing too, which is sad because like if you look at it in general, women like get really jealous of other women even if they're friends, and they tend to like kind of like sabotage friendships over it. As like for example, you go to like a hairdresser and you're a guy, more than likely the hairdresser, she's gonna be like, ooh, I'm gonna make you look good, I'm gonna do good for you. You're not competition at all. But a woman comes in, they go, huh, she actually looks a lot better than me. I don't like that. And like this is a study showing this. Like this is like 50 to like 60% of hairdressers do this subconsciously too. That they go, oh, I'm gonna fuck up your hair. That's why you ever go to a fucking hairdresser and they're perfect like 100 times, they get a new one and they fuck it all up. But they had other people before you that they did an amazing job for. They're not threatened by that person. They don't really. It's not like a competition. But that's like a real thing. It's like hairdressers, cosmetology stuff. They see you as someone beautiful than them, and they get frustrated. And it's like a subconscious thing, and they will fuck up your hair. And that's why they go, oh yeah, you look really good with a bob cut. It's like, my hair's down to my butt. What do you mean a fucking bob cut? I'm a fucking girl, dude. And they go, yeah, no, you look awesome. That look really good. Let's not even try to wig on. Let's not even try like to do an AI filter. Let's just like, let's just wing it. Fucking crazy, dude. But yeah, that's like a real thing where it's sad because women are always like, we have to look out for each other, but there's so many that will just fucking bring the other one down. It's like, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Now, I'm not saying guys don't do that shit. Don't ever like, I just like, these guys are fucking, they're cutthroat, You work an office job, and if you're fucking younger than that guy that's been there for 10 years, ooh, you're a bitch now. He will treat you like a bitch. Even if you do the right things, they will treat you bad, and they will be like, oh yeah, no, he fucked this up, when it was clearly that guy's fault who's been there for 10 years and should know better. And he's not like equipped for like the new like tasks and whatnot that have been brought in through the 10 years since he's been there. Fucking I don't like guys are like way more cutthroat. They just they don't like they don't lie about it half the time. They're just like, yeah, so what? Wouldn't be like, I would never do that. They just fucking lie through their teeth. I would never self-sabotage another woman to make myself feel better. And they just be lying through their teeth. Guys will also lie too, but they'll also kind of admit it and be like, yeah, fuck you, I fucked you over. Because they have like no impulse control. They go, yeah, I fucked you over. I'm cooler than you. 1 second. Item. Oh, no. Dang it, I forgot to take down the... 1 second. I hope I'm not fucked. Okay, we're good. We're good. I forgot to take down a listing. And it had like my Instagram on it. You're not supposed to have your Instagram on the listing. And I was only doing it for a guy to show him like, hey, look, go to my Instagram to see my inventory. And I fucked up and I forgot to take down the listing. I fucked up. And I got a warning, which is not good. I do not want warnings. If you don't want to get... Yeah, no, women are a lot more sneakier about it because they don't like to. They also don't like to get confronted with the problems they face and like them being shitty people. Like women are very socially, they're social creatures. Like me as a guy, I could go out in the wilderness for a month and probably not go crazy. But a woman goes out in the wilderness for a month, she's like going stir crazy. She's like losing her mind because they're social creatures. I'm a social creature too, but I can go like months without talking to someone. I'll be a little frustrated, but it wouldn't like ruin me. But you get a woman, they're social creatures. So what happens is when that goes on, they don't want to like lose their social status, so they have to be sneaky about it. They kind of like backstab sneakily. They can't be like, they don't want to be socially outcasted essentially. Like that's such like a thing for women, that to be a social outcast. Like could you imagine going to a store and people looking at you like weirdly because you are a social outcast. Women can't handle that pressure. Guys, they kind of can. Like I would be able to handle it somewhat, but I'd still be a little uncomfortable. But women, they just can't. They really conform to the societal standards to fit in, which is fine. Like I said, I think that's a good thing too, because then you're not putting yourself into really shitty situations. And you have to be like, more aware. But it's like women, they really are social creatures, and if you take away their social credit in any way, they're like, oh fuck, how do I get it back? What I do wrong? That's why I feel like shaming's kind of a good thing sometimes on certain stuff, Yeah, buddy, story of my life. Yeah, story of my life. Like if I go out in public and someone said something to me because I like looked a little different, I'll be like, oh fuck you. Fuck you, pussy. A woman would be like, sometimes a woman would be like, oh, okay, fuck you. Most of them would be like, oh, and get really sad and then cry. Who's it? Oh, that's the guy. That's so funny. That's the guy from Jurassic Park. Ian Malcolm, is that his name? Ian Malcolm. That's the guy from Jurassic Park when he's laying down and they're trying to take care of his wound after he got fucked up by the dinosaur or something. The T-Rex, I think. I just watched Jurassic Park literally like last week. No, 2 weeks ago. It's such a good movie. When you actually sit down and watch it. Like I used to watch it every day as a kid. And then when I would go back and watch it again, I'd be like on my phone or something. But this time I just put my phone down and I just fully watched every scene. I'm like, dude, this is like a masterpiece of a film. Like it's actually like it's good. It's not just like a kid's, dinosaur movie. Oh, cool dinosaurs. It's like, no, this is actually a very good film. And then's my Snapchat Bitmoji over it. My old Snapchat Bitmoji for the face. Which is that cracked me up so much. Because I forgot we had that. That Bitmoji. Oh my god. When dinosaurs ruled the earth. And the next one would be like, life finds a way. Shinies find a way. That's what we should do on another one if we end up getting like a shiny on this, but shinies find a way. Life finds a way. Movie every day and not get bored. Yeah, it's really interactive. And it's weird because like the way that people like watch the movie and then like make certain scenes about it, it makes you think like certain people are assholes. Like for example, the hunter guy, I can't remember his name. Not Godson. What's his name? It's the guy that has like a clever girl. He's actually the GOAT. He's like the best character. He's super serious yet super nice and caring and considerate. Like beyond caring and considerate. It's kind of crazy. But he has that like kind of tough, stoic demeanor. But he's like funny. Like he's the best character, bro. He's the best character. And he just gets fucking just destroyed by the velociraptors. And it made me so sad. It was like going back, I'm like, why did I thought this guy was kind of like an asshole the whole time? He's warm the whole time. Yeah, molded. Yeah, he's warm the whole time. He's not because when you're younger, you kind of get like intimidated. Like when you're a little kid, when you see a character like that, you're like, oh, he could be kind of mean. He could be kind of mean. But he ends up being like fucking goated, dude. He ends up being like the coolest guy, and then he just gets killed, and you're like, oh. Like Alan was more of an asshole than he was. Alan was more of an asshole than he was. Which is crazy. Like right away he goes, yeah, they can like he's like he doesn't ever push back ever. And he kind of goes with the flow and then puts his input when it needs. He sacrifices himself for the girl. He wasn't even getting no pussy. He just was a good guy. He's like, I've hunted everything in this continent, in this world. Yeah, exactly, Hammond. Yeah, exactly. And that fucking that nerdy fat guy, whatever his name was. Nedry, is that his name? That guy fucking sucked. But he's also done really well where he's funny. And like you just think like if he just would have been like more relaxed and didn't freak out near the end and just said, fuck it, I'm not gonna get the money that I was, I'm not gonna give him the genes and the embryos, and I just like, decided to live instead, he probably would have lived. But instead he went, I gotta go now, I'm gonna miss the boat. The worst that happens, you get like jail for like 15 years or something like that, And like it's not a big deal. But his dumb ass fucker was like, oh, we're going this way because I hit the sign and I don't know which way I have to go. And I end up going off a cliff. Well, not a cliff, but like an edge. And I get killed by a fucking, whatever the thing's called. Not a bronchosaurus, whatever the fuck its name is. But no, that's a good movie. Number 2 is also really good. I haven't like fully rewatched it, scene for scene, but I like it a lot. I think it's my favorite because the world's so much more interesting in that one. Like, you get to fully see the environments, and you get to see like IGN going in there and doing problems. And I think where it mostly fumbles for me and kind of ruins the movie for me is when they get to the long grass and everyone dies except for like 3 people, and that's ridiculous. Like, literally everyone dies. And then that black guy who's like, I think he's like a cameraman or something like that. He had like the gear or something like that. He gets attacked. He's like, ah. So funny. Dilophosaurus. That's what it was. Yeah, Dilophosaurus. I don't know why I thought it was a Bronchiosaurus. Bronchiosaurus is the complete opposite. That's a long one, I think. But the number 2, I think. Oh, is that an alpha? Dude, that's so good. Look how cool he is. Jurassic Park 2, it just gets fumbled near the end, but then it gets picked up again when they go take the dinosaur to the city, which is awesome. Yeah, Dilophosaurus was cool. That's what made me mad. Like, they had like 20 people and they all get killed by the fucking thing. That's like one at first, but it's growing on me. Yeah, exactly. It's an entertaining movie, and there's like, you get to see the world more of like the dinosaur world, which I liked a lot. Like, all like the areas and whatnot. Because in the movie, like, you saw areas, but it was like kind of like boring areas, not like, you know, in like the first movie. And it was like, there's a lot of like, you know, areas where it's like the buildings and whatnot, which were cool. Like, I liked that. But I feel like they got to world build a lot more in the second movie. And then the third movie comes in and they got to full sequence it. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the third one again soon. I need to see where it's on streaming at in the US at. What I would love to do is just be able to like watch a movie and shiny hunt, but copyright's a thing, you know. I could always do it on Discord, but I just don't have enough people to where like it's like a good experience. Like, watching it with like 1 or 2 people is like fun and all, but it's probably better to stream and try to find new people to join rather than that, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things. Or in the future, if I can get my following back where we have more people, we'll start doing that because it's fun. I remember when the third one came out, I went and saw it in theaters, dude. And it was like the day of, we had to order tickets to the phone because that's how you did it back in the day. Like, actually call the place. And I was like, oh my god, I want to see Dango Dinosaurs, but I'm so scared. I was so scared to see it. I was so scared because I think it was like rated PG-13. I think the other ones rated PG. I can't remember. But this one just looks scary. Like, they really pushed the trailers were like, this is scary, and I was like, I don't want to watch it. Like, the other Jurassic Park trailers weren't that scary. They're more like grandiose and kind of cool. A lot of the Jurassic Park 3 trailers were fucking scary, dude. I was like terrified going to watch it. But it was good. It was good. The new ones I just can't enjoy them. I feel like it's like they make it too intense, like too much of like an action movie. I think they need to be more like a survival movie. Yeah, it was like they were advertising it more as a scary movie. It wasn't as scary as they are advertising it, but it definitely had its moments where it was kind of like, ooh, like the water scene where the Spinosaurus is like swimming through the water and you hear the ringtone and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I went to Disney World, I think it was, and I went on the Jurassic Park ride. It was so fucking crazy. It was about that time, I think, when the third one came out, or before the third one came out. And you'd go through this thing, and it'd be like a fucking T-Rex would jump out at you, be like inches away from your face, animatronic. God, that's so cool. It sucks because I don't really remember my childhood as much as I wish I could. I wish I could, like, there's a lot of memories. I have, like, we'll say I have, like, 50 memories I fondly remember, you know, if I sat back and thought for a bit. Maybe, like, you know, 20 to 50 memories that, like, always stuck with me. I remember I had, like, a giant blow-up dinosaur that was green with, like, black, speckles on it. It was so cool. I'd run around with that. I'd beat it up. It was awesome. For 1 year, because we had no money as a kid, my grandma was a bitch. We had to go to McDonald's for my birthday party and have a few family members there. It was so awesome. It was cool because, you know, I fucking love McDonald's. But, you know, my mom probably felt horrible because she couldn't give me, like, a real place to go. But didn't matter to me. I had a fun time. I got some presents. I think in 3rd grade, we had a giant birthday party for me because we finally had, like, a house and set up, and we turned our garage into it because, you know, Halloween's about my birthday, 29th. So we had a giant party with like 100 people there. It was so cool. And I got like this giant gorilla. I went, this is awesome, but also this is kind of fucking dumb. It was like a giant animatronic like gorilla that was like this big, like one of those robot ones. I got like a bunch of other presents. I can't really remember, but I just remember that giant robot and being like it looked like a gorilla. It just had like, it was like mechanical, you know, and like on the internals, it looked exactly like gorilla. But I was like so happy, but also like this is also so dumb. Like I was so conflicted with it because it was like a massive toy. but also it's like a fucking gorilla. Like, I don't watch King Kong. The fuck is this? But it was pretty cool. And then what are some other good memories? I used to, all the memories when I used to catch animals and hunt them and whatnot. That was awesome. I can't really remember, but yeah, my mom was a really good mom. She made sure that we had good what's it called, birthday parties when she could. She at least gave everyone one big birthday party. When I was 7, back when the crew came out. Yeah, see, honestly, yeah, it was kind of like a thing back then too. Like, you could go have a birthday party at McDonald's, wasn't a big deal. Sadly, we just didn't have one where that happened. I remember, I think my mom actually kind of tried to make that happen, but they never got that. Oh shit, I think I might have had a Chuck E. Cheese birthday too. I don't remember. I remember going to Chuck E. Cheese birthdays and not having one though, I think. And I remember one year, I was like probably like 5 or 6. I fucking pooped my pants a little bit in my underwear, and it had poopy in it. I went, oh no! So I grabbed my pants, my underwear, and bundled them up, and shoved them up where you get the toilet paper. So some motherfucker probably went in there to go take a shit, reached up in there and grabbed a handful of poopy underwear. That shit, I was so scared. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I fucking just put it up in the toilet paper dispenser. And I think about that at least like once every other month, that some guy probably reached his hand up there and got poopy shitty on it. Let's just hope that he was like a freak. It was like, ooh, a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old's poopy shitty? This is my type of day. It finally happened. But no, I just think it's so funny. They were like cartoon. They were cartoon underwear too, like a Toy Story type shit. So fucking funny, so silly, dude. I love those memories where it's like you do something so stupid. You're like, why did I do that? I could have just wore them and no one would have known and it would have been fine. But it's gross. I didn't wear them. Dude, I love that you can just remember things and it's like, that's insane. I'm trying to think other crazy stories, but I can't really think of any at the moment. I remember one time in like 2000, I was probably like 10 or 11. It was like when Star Wars Attack of the Clones came out. That movie was fucking goated when you were a kid seeing that. When you were seeing that as a kid, that was fucking awesome. I went and I saw it, and then my mom went to Kmart down the street, which Kmart's like no longer a thing. They're kind of like, a store that has some food, it's mostly clothes and like toys and like bikes, stuff like that, where it's like not as like, it's not really to go get your groceries. You're going to pay a little bit more if you get groceries there. And anyway, so we go there and she got me a fucking tie-dye Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker on the shirt with their lightsabers. I'm like, this is awesome. It was like a blue, really, it's like one of those, like, how like they have it nowadays, like that retro tie-dye shirts where it's like supposed to replicate like the 70s and like the early 2000s when they did that. But the thing is that since it was tie-dye, it had a special dye on it, and if you didn't wash it before wearing it, it bled out onto your skin. So I put that on, and then we go play squirt guns, bro, and I got fucking blasted with a squirt gun. I took off my shirt and I was completely blue. I was like, oh my god, what happened? Am I dying? I look like a fucking Smurf. I was like drenched, and I take off my shirt and I was just covered in blue. The blue ink dye seeped onto my skin. Luckily, it wasn't dangerous, from my understanding. Well, that was so funny. I felt so embarrassed. I'm like, I'm a fucking blue guy. And my sisters were there because they were friends with my friend's sisters. And it was just embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Yeah. That was good times. Good times. Good times. That was at my friend's Eric's house. We used to look up porn on his Wii, dude. That shit was awesome. That shit was awesome. The Wii had unlimited access to the internet. That was not like, you couldn't even like, you could delete the browser history. No one would ever know you're looking up hentai on someone's Wii. It was cool. Man, those were the days. Those were the days. People would do it on their like fucking their DS and their I think there's another thing you could do it on the Wii. Yeah, it's so awesome, dude. It was so cool. The Wii had the best browser too, because it would like be able to load videos where a computer wouldn't always be able to load videos. It was really weird because it was a Flash browser. It was crazy. The problem is that you were on a fucking TV, so you had to make sure the TV wasn't blasting, or else you're gonna hear these crazy videos. I need to fix my Wii. It was so funny too, because back in the day, man, people, you're so down bad as a kid, dude. You're like, I need pussy so bad, man. And it was something. It was it was a process. No, it really is funny how that shit goes. I'm trying to think. There's like some other. So what we used to do too is that when we didn't know how to access internet because it was like kind of like blocked on his computer, we would go to iFunny, and sometimes iFunny would have porn on it. And we would just scroll for hours looking for like boobs or pussy or something. We would scroll for hours hoping that we'd be able to stumble upon the meme that showed nudity. It was so funny, dude. It'd be like through like 1,000 images and you'd finally see a boob image. And we're like, yes! Look, we did it. And then this is like a very like guy thing. We used to love going out on walks and just like, you know, fucking around the neighborhood, and there'd always be one person just looking out on the ground to see if there's like a porn magazine that got littered or like a porn DVD, because that was like a real thing back then. That would happen. So yeah, page 2,455. It was a real thing. And so, like, he would sometimes just find, like, a random porn magazine in, like, the woods, like, scrappings of it, or just a whole entire magazine itself. You'd see, like, a whole bunch of weird shit like that. You'd find DVDs on the side of the road sometimes. And one time, bro, we found a porn DVD on the side of the road. It was scratched up, but it wouldn't play on a PlayStation 2 because PlayStation 2s had a thing to where if it didn't have a memory card in a certain setting, it wouldn't allow X-rated films to be shown. So we couldn't watch it on the PS2. The Xbox had to have a special attachment. But then my friend goes, "Wait, I have a mini DVD player that has a screen jewel like built into it. I wonder if it'll work on that." We pop it in there. It starts working. We're like, "Oh my god, this shit's crazy." Because it showed on like the ads for the next, like, you know, because back then how they had like, you know, VHS tapes and DVDs had like coming soon to DVD, coming soon to VHS. They had like the same exact thing, but for porn. So you'd get all these crazy cool scenes that are like, whoa, the best parts. And then it would start skipping. So we started freaking out. We're like, oh no, it's breaking. We need to see more. So we learned that if you just push pause, wait a bit, then push play, then push pause and push play, it would skip through all the broken parts and then start playing the real parts. And we would sit there for hours tooling the perfect like setup to do that. It was crazy, dude. Yeah, just on the ground outside. I'd be on the side of the road in like a patch of dirt. It was like a very common thing. Like this was like you'd find like twice a year in like the same neighborhood that would happen. I think what happens is also like a really shameful thing to have, like pornography, is people would have it and they would toss it out the window to get rid of it, and they'd go down a random street and toss it out their car window. But yeah, it was crazy. It was absolutely insane. Like, you don't see that nowadays. Well, also, people don't really go outside like we used to. Like, back in the day, we were outside every day. I don't really see that with kids too often. Like, there's still a lot that do that, but nowhere near as much. Oh, excuse me. Also, you can have it all on your phone, so you don't have to really buy it anymore. You had to buy it back then. So, it was just so funny because we would sit there for hours trying to find the perfect scene, and then, you know, everyone would take their time. Uh-oh. Do you know what I just realized? Cosmic's messages aren't going through, I don't think. I didn't even see Cosmic message. I had to go to the YouTube app because it probably is something lewd. Not because they're putting that, but because, you know, it's YouTube's filtering it on Streamlabs. Let me check. My bad, Cosmic. If you've been saying stuff I haven't been replying to you, I apologize. It just probably put it under the... Okay, wait, no, it didn't. Wait. Why is it not showing what you put, Cosmic? What the heck? The last thing I got from Cosmic is why. Unless it's like not showing their messages. Maybe it's like filtering it. Well, that's not fun. Let's go to... Let me see. I don't want top fans. I want top chat. Top chat. Live chat. There we go. Oh, you watch... Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, I got it now. Yeah, well, that was like a very common thing when you were younger. Also, men kind of do that too. I don't do that. I would... I had to put the top message on. I had to put live chat on. That's what I meant. I had to put live chat. It's not going through. It's not going through if I have a different thing up. No, guys like that's like a thing like where guys will do that sometimes, but not like as that type of thing. It's kind of weird. But when you're a kid, it's different because you don't really know social standards. You don't really know like the idea of that, and how that's weird. And I'll talk about it in a second. I'm trying to figure out something really quick.
Also, my brother's right here. I don't want to hear me talk about porn. Be weird, dude.
Let's see. There we go. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. That's a thing. Which is funny. Is that? Yeah, they love Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's all I'm gonna say. Is those guys love Pokemon Sword and Shield? They play Swords and Dock. Yeah. Someone else who isn't my partner. Oh yeah, yeah. So that's a. How you doing, Dragon? What's up, dude? What's up? Yeah, he's making food right now, so I'm gonna wait before we continue the conversation because it's kind of weird. He's in another room, but Yeah, they love Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, no, that's normal ass thing. Yeah, Pokemon stuff. Oh, I should have asked him to get me some water, dude. I'm fucking dehydrated now. I'm gonna get some water in a bit. Okay, so he's upstairs now. So essentially, it's kind of one of those things where like when you're younger, you don't really realize how weird it is, and you're just kind of in your emotions. You just want to see more, and you want to do stuff that just feels great. That's like sort of like, yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do, and it's not a big deal to people, essentially, especially guys. Women, they don't really do that stuff, but if they do find themselves doing stuff with each other more so than a guy would too. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, imagine getting a shiny and talking about jerking off with a homie. Exactly. Hey, it was homies. See, if it's just one, that's weird. But if it's multiple guys taking turns on rotation, it's not weird. We have one person on lookout, one person playing Halo 2, one person beating it. That's not weird. That's normal. It's normal. But like guys tend to do group things together, obviously, because that's what guys do. Like they like to play sports and shit like that. So sometimes it kind of bleeds into other stuff, and sometimes they're not so ashamed to be janking it and are watching stuff while other guys are near or in the same vicinity, kind of. I think it's weird. I still think it's weird. Like I wouldn't do that. But the thing is, when it comes to like those situations, it's a bit different. Whereas the girls, they don't really do that. Girls will experiment with each other rather than do that type of thing. Like they'll still sometimes be like, oh yeah, I do that, and they'll like sometimes talk about it, but they don't really do that as much. And they'll more so like start kissing each other more so than taking turns watching porn or something like that. That's like a very real thing because women are more like emotional and physical based in some regards. So they're more in like line to like make out with the girl. That's why you hear like a lot more like gay experiences with like women. Also because they're more social creatures, so it's like more connected type of thing. But you don't really see guys doing that, and when you do see guys doing that, it's because they saw like porn and they thought that that's what you're supposed to do. Where it's like Kanye West when he was really young, he like him and his cousin were doing really crazy shit because they saw porn when they were like 8 and 9 or something like that and didn't know any better, and they were experimenting and whatnot, and that was crazy. I gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin head. That's such a funny song. It's such a good. It's such like the way it's said too is so funny to where like it's so catchy. Like I'll be like walking around my house, and be like, I gave my cousin head. I'm like, wait a second, I can't say that out loud because I didn't. That's a crazy thing to say out loud, but it's so catchy. It's so fun to say, and the way he says it's so funny, bro. My class who was each other. Yeah, exactly. It's like a very like real like thing where like women are like they don't really have shame in doing stuff like that. Which is not you shouldn't have shame, but you know what I mean. Like where a guy just won't do that. Like it's just weird. Yeah. So when he was younger, he found porn magazines in his mom's closet, and some were his dad's, some were his mom's. and him and his cousin saw it, and then they started performing on each other those exact things because they thought that's what you're supposed to do, and it became a very common thing multiple times a week for years. And then he realized, wow, that's actually not what you're supposed to do because we were just kids and we stumbled on this. And later on, his cousin went crazy about like 5 years after that and killed his pregnant girlfriend or something like that, and is in jail currently. And he recently made a song talking about it because, one, they were trying to blackmail him with that info, and two, he goes, I just can't have shame in the past that we do, especially through having, religion. Now I realize that we do shameful things, and God won't blame you no matter what, as long as you don't act on them more so. So he's like, yeah, I did do that. I have a past, and I didn't know from it. I was a kid, and I fell the victim to pornography, which is very real. And so he made a song to make joke of it, but also to be able to like fully come out and express himself and show that people are people and people go through things. You would never know someone that's a multi-billionaire, I should say, would be giving his freaking cousin head at like 6 years old, 7 years old. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't suspect like a guy that clearly has some problems is like a weird like abstract genius, a little mentally not so sound sometimes, a little little egotistical, beyond egotistical. But there's all reasons why we get to places we are at, and that's like one of them. So anyway, so he made a song, but it's so fucking funny and so catchy. It's like, I gave my cousin head, I gave my cousin head, I gave my cousin head. It's so funny. But yeah, with that being said, that's the whole idea of that song, and it's like a really weird thing. I'm looking that up now. Yeah, I think it's called Cousins. Look up Kanye West Cousins, and he kind of explains in the song like what happened somewhat. Me and my it was like me and my cousin in my mama's room reading dirty magazines. It's like something like that. It's like, bro, if I could listen to it right now, I would on stream. It's so fucking funny. It's so funny. Reading dirty magazines. It's like so. You didn't have to tell people this, but you did. But also, I kind of respect it. So that's so Kanye West. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the fish sticks ones. I was having fish sticks last night thinking about that. Yeah, this came out like recently. Yeah, this came out like he recently made this because people were gonna try to blackmail him and bring up his past like that. So he's like, I'll drop it. No, this happened like about like less than a year ago. Reading dirty magazines. I gave my cousin head. It's funny because it's like it's sung so out of like a weird like perfectly meant to be like somewhat out of tune and kind of like weird, but it's so funny. It's so funny, dude. Let me see. Okay, there we go. I like that old episode's good. My favorite one is still Chim Pokemon. American penis so big, making penis so big. Yeah. Yep, it's a whole thing. Yeah, I told you it was gonna be funny. I told you it was gonna be funny, Meeks. I didn't do it. I just saw screenshots and people talking about it. I'm like, oh, Meeks will love this. Meeks will love this. Imagine doing karaoke at the family reunion and playing and doing karaoke to Cousins by Kanye West or Ye. I gave my cousin head. Imagine karaoke at the family reunion and you're listening to Cousins. Yummy. I love that idea. I feel like that'd be a really funny skit. I would like to make a skit like that. That's so funny. The idea of that's so insane. I need water bad. I'll see what BRB. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. It's funny. It's silly. I gotta go to the bathroom soon. I'm gonna go to the bathroom soon. I'm gonna get water too. There's also what was it? There's also there was another crazy thing that happened. That Sydney Sweeney, she's blown up on Twitter right now because she pretty much showed her boobs again. And everyone's like, This is crazy. This is the coolest moment in my whole entire life. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen, you know? And it's like, dude, are you kidding me? It's just a naked woman again. It's just Sydney Sweeney showing her boobs again. It's not special. Were you retarded? Oh, it's Charmander. I thought it was shiny for a second. Got Tyrant. You want to know something hilarious? Something absolutely hilarious. I'm gonna fucking blow my brains out now. I'm 99% sure my brother was downstairs this whole entire time. I thought he went upstairs, but I think he went to the bathroom instead. And I'm pretty sure he heard me saying all the stuff I didn't want him to hear me say. That's crazy. That's crazy. Ay, dude. Ay. I hate fucking streaming in the living room, bro. I knew there was something off, too. Like, I was like, something's not right. I'm not hearing, like, footsteps where I should be hearing footsteps. Because you can hear the footsteps from upstairs. That's so fucking funny. Fuck my stupid idiot life. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. I really want to... I kind of like this sequence right now I'm doing of like the soft resets with the fossils ain't too bad. This is kind of like a dub. I feel like if I just can get my watch time and get my memberships back and I can move to TikTok to stream, I'll be able to get in the algorithm and do decent enough. I feel like playing 2 games at once, people are like, whoa, that's crazy. How you do that? I'm like, because I'm a genius. I have huge balls. And they'll be like, wow, I'm going to subscribe to you or follow you, as they say. The only problem is that you can't really say as much as you want on TikTok. So the TikToks will be a little, not too sterile, but a little bit more sterile, with innuendos more so. And the YouTubes will be a little bit more crazy, I think. I think that's the idea of what we'll do. And if I can get my new stream set going downstairs, which I'll probably stream for like another 2 or 3 hours, and then I'm going to start working in my basement. I didn't do that last night. Last night, I did not do that. I went like, nah, I'm not gonna fucking do that, dude. I'm just gonna chill. And then I played Supermarket something on Roblox, and I fell asleep after like 30 minutes. I felt bad. Playing with my dude, and I fucking fell asleep while playing essentially because I was so tired. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. And then I went to bed at like 1:40, and then I woke up multiple times through the night having weird nightmares. That were not good, not good. Come on, man. There we go. I wonder why they make it to where the Shiny Charm can't affect the fossils. I'm glad it doesn't, because it makes it a little bit more, you know, a complex hunt. It makes it one of the good hunts. But I wonder why they make it so where you can't. Did you eat too much cheese? I had a lot of cheese yesterday. I was like, cheese to meet you. I had actually a lot of cheese yesterday. Gives me nightmares for some reason. But it wasn't like a lot like that, I don't think. It was, I just had 2 cheese fries, chili cheese fries yesterday. I think that's okay, I'm going to reset that one just to be safe. No, I think I just was like... I felt bad for someone yesterday, and I kept having nightmares about it, so I think that's what happened. Okay, we're good. We're good. Ooh, look at that, dude. Yeah, let's go, guys. It's like... Probably since like a gifting method. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering if like they just had it to where like it doesn't like... It's a lot harder for them to like program the Shiny Charm that way. That's what I'm kind of wondering. Like, why would it like... Is it because it would have to take them extra little work to do that? I'm just kind of curious. I'm fine with it though. I'm just curious. Ugh. I should have kept track of my resets for this and how many I encountered. But honestly, I don't like that. It's just like too much work. I think it comes to a point where like it is a little ridiculous with shiny hunting sometimes. And keeping track of them exactly how many you have sometimes is a little ridiculous to me. But that's also because I'm kind of lazy. I gotta do a lot more work, and I'm not trying to do all that work. Dude, if I get a shiny Tyranitar at some point here, I'll be fucking so happy. I'm at mid-ass song. Yeah, it's not like a good song. It's just a funny song. It's just a funny song. It's not like a amazing song. It's just really silly. And it kind of like gets catchy. It's not like a good song. It's just like it's a silly song. It's kind of like, it's unique. Like, think about this. Imagine a billionaire brought up his past traumas on a fucking song that did not need to be brought up. But he brought up because he kind of was like forced to be ahead of the curve. It's the context behind the song and the reason why it was made is what makes it good. And also it's just funny because he goes, I gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin head. It's so funny. So silly, so silly, so silly. Sorry, I'm late. You should be sorry. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not really like that big of a Kanye fan or a Ye fan. But there's some songs I absolutely love. There's some that go crazy. There's some that go crazy. I like Clario a whole lot. Claro? I think it's Claro. I like Claro a whole lot. Love that bitch, dude. I listen to a lot of her songs. I like Sexy to Someone quite a bit. That's a good one. It's not my favorite. That's a good one. 30 luxury balls and 300,000. Never mind. Yeah, it's no longer hate you. Yeah, I think like on your first like clear, it gives you a whole bunch of goodies. I'm not sure if it's every time like that, but I think it's like the first clear for sure. I think she still gives you good rewards even after you beat her a second time, like just from her normal battles. I was gonna grind it, but I decided not to. Yeah, time to go shopping. Time to go shopping. Well, I hope like the winds and waves or whatever it is, or waves and waterways, or whatever the fuck it's called, water and waves. Every time? Oh, that's crazy. If I would have known that, I would have done that a lot more. It's infinite. Okay, I thought it was just like for a side mission completion type thing the first time. That's crazy how I'm about to spam that in the future. You can also sell those luxury balls and make a ton off that too if you don't really care for luxury balls. That's insane. But oh, feel free to join us, Nora, to shiny hunt the fossils. I'm only one times hunting it right now. I don't want to do the whole, 2 times at the moment. I want to try to still get this Tepig. Which a part of me kind of hopes we do not get the Tepig, because Meek's made a pretty cool background for Tepig and Squirtle. So I'm kind of hoping we don't get a Tepig, but if we do, I'll be more than happy. And we'll switch between the backgrounds. Probably tomorrow we'll go for the Tepig background while still hunting the fossil. That's too cool. That might just be the go-to. It may take longer to get the battles in, but then you're also making so much money in so many luxury balls. And you're just kind of like spamming, the battles over and over. And get my shiny charm. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. It's probably the best option to do it. I was going to do it, but I didn't know if it was like how long it was going to take. And I was kind of being lazy. I kind of wish I did it on this account near the end, but that's okay. I'll probably grind money for it once I have to do the second batch of fossils. Have you ever listened to Clario, Cosmic? Claro? I said Clario. Claro? I fuck it up, dude. I don't fucking know how to say her name. I think it's Claro. I love, it depends on my mood. She has, like, a lot of really good songs. If you want, like, something sweet and cutesy, and, like, one of her newer songs, Love Song, is really good. It's like really like warm, wholesome, like kind of like fall, winter weather music. It's like it's I love it. It's so good. But I only listened to it a few times, but I still really like it. I like "Sexy to Someone," which is like when you kind of like someone and you want to just be like, you know, it's like "Sexy to someone is all I ever want." So good. Um. Then she has Sophia. Oh, Sophia, bro. Sophia's a goated song. That's a good one. Sophia's good. Flaming Hot Cheetos is pretty good. And then Pretty Girls also. I love Pretty Girl. I can be a pretty girl. Like what happened if you have background, you got all the faucets in one stream and didn't need it anymore. I know that was brutal. At least with this one, it will be a long time hunt. This will be a long time hunt. I believe you and me. I had to get these shiny alphas of all of them. So I need to get 5 shiny alphas through fossils. This will be a long hunt. Unlike the Sword and Shield, which was crazy. 2 times hunting Sword and Shield and getting fucking all of them in one go was insane. 1 back to back. That was insane, dude. I feel like if I would have just kept up with this file and done this once I got that shiny Amora, whatever its name is, that would have happened again. But instead I was like, nah, I want to just shiny hunt normally. Like a dumb idiot. Yeah, Love Song is cute. It's like it kind of reminds me of like it'd be like a plush like water paint cartoon song. If that makes sense for like a music video. It feels like so like crochet. It feels so good. It's such a good song. Not because like it's like oh it's really deep complex. Like it's really like subtle and really cutesy and really like I can just chill and listen to it. Yeah, Claro's some hot stuff. Did Everest just message me? Bruh. The fuck does he want? No, I'm kidding. I have to find my phone so I can check to see what he said. And then when I'm feeling kind of sad, I'll listen to like Harbor from Clario. There's my phone. Harbor's pretty good. It's a little sad though, and it makes me sad. I would love to listen to music, but the problem is I have to figure out how to make it to where you guys can hear the music and I can hear the music, but won't record it on stream. So when I do like maybe TikTok lives or something like that, I can have music playing while we do it. I know there's a way to make it to where it can record just the game audio and just my voice. I just don't remember how to do that, and I don't feel like doing that. Yeah, you need to have Florges, Starmie, and Starmie only at nighttime. That's what you're probably missing, is Starmie at nighttime. You need to have Medicham, Froakie, Phalanx, Mareep, Ampharos. And I think that's it, honestly. I'll check in a second to show you. But Starmie is the one that most people are missing. Yeah, I'll show you in a second. I gotta just click I gotta load it up. Medicham. The hardest one's like I think like Starman's like a 5% spawn because he takes forever to spawn. Whoops. Oh wait, no, it said Area 20, my bad. I thought you meant Area 18, I'm sorry. I thought you meant Area 18. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, Area 20, my bad, is Malamar, Dragalge, Charmander, Tepig, Lucario, Hippowdon, Squirtle, Totodile, Chikorita, Gardevoir, Roserade, Bulbasaur, Aggron, Scrafty, and Garbodor. I don't know why I thought Zone 20 was Zone 16. I thought they meant Zone 16. That's so funny. That's so funny. I feel so stupid for that. Yeah, Nick's like that's not Zone 20. Why did I think they said Zone 16 for some reason? I think I was just thinking about Zone 16 because it's such like a annoying zone because Starmie. That's so funny. And then there's like 67 alphas that can spawn here in the center, which is a huge amount. You got like Raichu, Heliolisk, Klefki, you have Gengar, Aggron, Lucario, Metagross, Tyranitar, the evolutions outside of Umbra and Espeon. You have Phalanx. You have a whole bunch of bullshit. I think Noivern, Dragonite, Goodra. Thing for me to find it all. Yeah, it definitely was. In my last game, I had to reset it like 8 times. No, it was like 12 times to get one Starmie. Luckily, I caught it on first try, so I was like, thank goodness. I knocked it out and then tossed a bowl. That was definitely like an annoying one. Oh, there's not really like many Pokemon that are like 5% or lower. Is there even any 1% Pokemon spawns in this game? I don't know. Probably Chespin, maybe? But even then, I think it's like a 5%, maybe a 15. I would say it's probably like a 5. You wanna join? That's funny. Everest goes, burning fossil fuels for the hunt. That's silly. That's funny, Mr. Everest. You win with that. That's for sure. Excuse me. Man, Tyrant's gonna be so wicked when he pops up. I only gotten one in X and Y. I only got one before it was an X and Y. Through Fossil Revives. There's the guy. I've been refreshing the homepage for 30 minutes trying to something to watch and not once the stream pop up. Yep. That's kind of how it goes. That's why I think I'll probably start going to TikTok pretty soon once I get monetization back. I luckily saw your message. I messaged you back. I luckily saw your message and messaged you back. I think Starmie was a hard. Oh, I read that one. Yeah, I don't know why they did. It feels like they didn't do a lot of Pokemon in like the 1% to 5% spawn rates for this game. I feel like most of them just have like a set spawn. We got a shiny Jolteon Alpha earlier, Everest. It was awesome. There is a way to spawn 6 in the center, but I feel like that's cheating, so I'm not gonna do that. I feel like it's cheating. It feels like it's like not supposed to be like that. So same with like the Tepig, you can do that spawn and make it to where you can have like 7 Tepig spawns at once. But not like it'll always be Tepig, but that area will have 7 spawns compared to the 2. And I just feel like that's kind of cheating, so I'm not gonna do it. Oh, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I gotta shave. I gotta clean up this. It doesn't really grow right here as much down the middle, so I gotta do that. I told you, once you get that shiny charm, it's like night and day difference. Night and day difference. It's pretty fun, but really it comes down to the real shinies are gonna be the alphas. I feel like these aren't even like technically real shinies. Some of them aren't, because you know how easy they are. They still are shinies, don't get me wrong. They still feel great for the most part. But the alphas are where it's going to be really a shiny. And I mean the ones that aren't supposed to always be alphas, if that makes sense. And even the ones that are supposed to be alphas, they're fine too, because there's only one spawn in that per each time. But the real ones will be the ones that are not supposed to be alphas, and you just got lucky. Damn, dude. I still haven't got a Hippowdon. That's so insane to me. Hippowdon, Tepig, and Squirrel is what we're missing right now. We got a Gardevoir earlier, too. That was tragic. Not even Alpha. Not even Alpha. Ooh, what the hecky? Okay. Didn't close my game. That was weird. I think I'm going to soft reset for Surigumi. Surigumi, there's only one spawn of it, I believe, and it should be relatively easy to do. It should be relatively easy to do, I think. I still can't believe that there's no way to increase spawn rates of certain Pokemon that much and like other such things. So frustrating. Yeah, I saw that. Congrats on that. Yeah, did a ghastly hunt because I love Gengar. Nice. Yeah, no, I saw that. Good job on that one. I'm still going for mine. I'll get mine eventually, hopefully. I got the shiny Alpha Gumi on the bridge. Is that a set in spawn, like a always spawn? I don't think I've seen that one yet. Or is it just a random spawn of one? So I might go for the Alpha Gumi, honestly, like you did right there. I might do that, honestly. I'll have to see how it goes. I'll have to see how it is, because that's kind of wicked. Everest has been hunting full odds Magikarp. Yo, that's crazy. How long is she into it? Full odds Magikarp is good. I like hunting Magikarps. I feel like that's like one that you should always hunt in every game. You should always have a shiny Magikarp. I gotta do the gift Magikarp. Not the gift, but the one that you buy in the old game. I want to do that hunt at some point. Doesn't like I can't remember. Is that a hunt in Let's Go? Can you hunt the $500 Magikarp? I feel like that is a hunt, but I can't remember if it is or isn't. I just didn't want to hunt it because it was like it was a Magikarp. I already had like a million of them. So, and Let's Go. We used to go to non-alphas as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna look into that then. I guess I do have to do that hunt. The problem I have with doing those type of hunts is that if I do soft resets, I have to check every Pokemon around before I do the soft reset, and I really don't want to do that. Very quickly, once I find everything, yeah. Yep. 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 Oops, I hit all the restores on the fossils. I was like, so then why does it not let me respawn or get more fossils? Oh my god, I'm so tired. I wish Let's Go. Guess what I had DLC. She's on and off. Probably only have a few hours of zone resetting. She's more obsessed with Alpha. She loves the fact they're so big. Yeah. No, me too. I'm a fan. They're just so funny. Especially Magikarp. It looks so good as an alpha. Certain Pokemon just look amazing as an alpha. Did it not reset my fucking file? Did I just save it on an accident or something? Fuck, I hope I didn't lose all my fucking fossils. I tried to refresh and it was being dumb. Dude, this fucking light's so bright it's killing my eyes. I used to have a ring light, which was a lot nicer, but I broke it. I broke it when moving. I broke a lot of things when moving. It's very tragic. Goodness gracious. How hard is it to get to rank A in online play? Do you guys know? How long will it take? If I'm like the lowest rank, do you know how long it's going to take to get to rank A? Can I do it in one day, or is it going to take multiple days? Because I really want to get the sports ball, but also I don't. You get 3 sports ball if you get to rank A. But also I don't, you know? It's a lot of work, I bet. I've been awake since 1:30 a.m. I start working at 2:45 p.m. 3 months last week ruined me. Yeah, no, I can imagine. Right as you were messaging me yesterday, I was pretty much busy, and I was going to bed, so I couldn't stay up late. I was exhausted. I was falling asleep when I was playing games. Alpha, nice. Actually, I also got Bulbasaur's on 20. That was so far. That's nice. That's not bad. Bulbasaur good, dude. Like, a part of me loves that they put all the starters in this zone, like a ton of them. But it also makes me mad that because like you have to play this area so much, you know, to get those starters, and so annoying. Yeah, I think I'll probably stream for like another hour and a half, and then I think I'm going to work on my basement. I really want to get it done. So we can start making streams down there possibly. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do streams on there or not yet. I want this room to be like my Fortnite, my first person shooter streams, and sometimes when there's no one home, maybe some cool Pokemon streams. So I like showing off my figure collection behind me. Right now I have it set up because like a lot of them fell over and I don't feel like fixing it. But I like showing off my figure collection. I like to show that I like more than just Pokemon. But at the same time when I stream Pokemon, I like to have that like nice Pokemon background aesthetic. And I think it would be also kind of cool having to have a shiny compilation. Excuse me, that has Pokemon stuff in the background, but also stuff that's like in a different location for a couple of them. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? That was scary. I hit something and started making a crazy noise. I don't know what the fuck that was. Sleep like 6 a.m. yesterday. Probably have been late here, and by the time I woke up and just stream like an hour ago. Yeah. I had to get food for my brother, and then had to talk to some people. Yeah, if it was a mouse, that would have been a robot mouse. That would have been terrifying. What was it though? It couldn't have been. It's not a shell. I had like next to me a. I keep forgetting to pick it up because I'm being lazy. A pistachio shell that was on my TV tray that got knocked over and fell on the ground like a couple days ago. I keep forgetting to pick it up. And it might have been that like fell and then spun, like it was on like something and then fell over. I don't know. It was weird. It was like mechanical. It was a mechanical rat maybe. Okay. That's nothing. But I think it sucks you only get half the points for 20. Yeah. What I think is crazy is like things like Link Trade give you like 2,000 points, but battles give you jack shit for points. Like the whole entire point system is really stupid on the Mabel's research or whatever her name is. It doesn't feel rewarding for a lot of them. Oh, my back. Oh, that did not feel good. I tried to stretch it, and I think I stretched it in the wrong way. How you doing, Trex? How are you, buddy? Be done with these battles, dude. I know. It's bad, dude. I don't know what they were thinking when doing that. Going through Platinum, explain to me why this game is so difficult. Yeah, that game had a higher difficulty curve. Like, the Pokemon were just stronger in general. And I think the trainers were just a little bit better. My back. Oh, my fingers starting to cramp up. Thank you. I made it myself. No, I'm kidding. Meeks made it. Meeks made the background. Isn't it awesome? It's a throwback to when we used to hunt the other Pokemons. The other fossil Pokemon. It's an awesome background thanks to Meeks. To make them all. My neck, my back. Was it my pussy and my crack? Something like that. Dude, when I heard that as a kid, that song was crazy. That song was insane. My cousin had that playing in her car with me, and she was singing along, laughing. I'm like, this is not. You're not supposed to listen to this type of song. I was like, this is uncomfortable. I was probably like 10, 11 years old. That was a crazy song. Who even sang that song? I don't even know. Some freaky rapper lady. And then they had a one with a guy, and that was just like gross. Like the guy came in during that song and started singing that. I'm like, ew. I felt uncomfortable. Like, that's disgusting. Stop talking about stuff, you freak. You get caught off guard. Yeah, exactly. It's so annoying. The caught off guard stuff is bullshit. It doesn't even work half the time. It doesn't even work. Like, it just doesn't work half the time. Literally horrible, dude. It doesn't make sense. I don't mind if they see me and it stuns me for like a half second to start the battle, but having me sit there and cover my freaking hands and going, I'm so scared. You caught me. I'm scared. What do I do? Is bullshit, dude. 90% of the time that happens, I'm literally running towards them. They did not catch me off guard. I'm purposely making a beeline right to them, dude. I'm about to go fuck them up. So frustrating. There's times where I end up turning around really fast, and they see me from the back when they catch me, and I don't get that stun. It's just so weird. Rourke's Kratos sweeping through my whole team. Yeah, Rourke's Kratos is powerful. Yeah, Rourke's fucking Cranidos is powerful, bro. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, dude. I lost to him in my Lotad to him in a Nuzlocke. We did a Nuzlocke where people could send in their eggs, and I'd hatch them and use them. And my Lotad got blown up by his Cranidos. Mine Bro's Lotad he sent me in. And then I stopped playing the Nuzlocke egg lock because I was bored. I think I got mad at that, and I went, dude, this sucks. So I stopped playing it. I said, fuck this, dude. I'm not playing this stupid-ass game no more. The fuck? Like, the ideas of egg locks are fun until you have to hatch the eggs and you have to train the Pokemon up, and they can't get knocked out, or else they die, you know, and you have to redo, and even during training, and people get so serious about it. I remember I did a Nuzlocke for Heart Gold Soul Silver, and I was like, I was just about to beat Claire, but I'm like, do you know what? I'm gonna use this Lapras I got as one of my encounters. You get, you know, when you save, I forgot how you get it. You can just get Lapras at some point in the missions, and I got it all the way up to like level 39, and then I started talking to someone, and looked away, and just spammed the A button, and I forgot to heal after a while, and I struggled myself to death, and went, you know, we can pretend that didn't happen because I was just training. But at the end of the day, he still died. And it's like, that still kind of feels like cheating. So I just put down the game, never played it again. my dude struggled himself to death on a random Geodude. And I was like, it's a Nuzlocke, though. I know that no one would really care. They say, okay, it's not a big deal. You can just pretend that never happened. But it was the thought that it did happen. And I said, do you want to fuck this game? I was doing so good, too. Welcome back, dude. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you again. Missed a night. God dang it, I hate controller drift. So annoying. Come on, push A. There we go. When we get one more shiny, we'll play for a little bit longer, and then we're going to move the file over to 2 times hunting the fossils. Just speed up. But check the shines from benching. I wish you luck. Hopefully you'll get the luck on the Drillbur. The luck of the Drillbur. How you get the last 3 Pokemon? You mean Yveltal, Zygarde, and that, or someone else? You get them through the story. Once you beat the story, you then get them post-story. There should be 230 Pokemon, 230 Pokemon. And you'll mostly get them... Oh, unless you mean in Area 20? Is that what you mean? Or what do you mean entirely? Sorry. BRB. Ever says BRB. Man, fuck that guy. No, I ended up having my old Switch still. One of them. I was gonna get the Switch 2, and they had a payment plan to where I could pay like $50 a month or whatever, and get it for like $430 plus the game, because I had it on Pokemon Center a deal. But then I messed up, bro. And then I messed up. So sad about that. I messed up and I took too long and it sold out, and then the deal went off. After that, I do not want to pay more than $430 for the Switch in the game. Time 1 Hawlucha, Elnumer's batch of this Drillbur. I fear going for another really long hunt. Yeah, I might do the Tynamo soon. I really want to do Tynamo. I'm going to do soft resets. I think 2 times soft resets. Just knock it out. Wait till the 5 minutes, or wait when it's about to spawn, save, and then soft reset. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, it being $430 after taxes and shipping, I'd get it within a day. Would have been awesome, but you know, the storyline, I got the end. So what you have to do is you have to go talk to, I think Mabel or someone, and you have to. They'll give you a quest, and then look at that, two Stunfisk, dude. I love Stunfisk. I know people don't like this Pokemon, but I love it. I think it's silly, it's cute, it's funny. You talk to them, and you'll get Yveltal, and you'll get Xerneas. Once you get them 2, you catch them. You'll get a battle. You'll be able to battle L at the Hotel Z, or Lysander, and he will then we'll let you battle Zygarde at Zone 20. Yeah, I want to get a shiny Alpha Sunfist, dude. He's so cool. In a week or 2, I might shiny hunt X and Y. You're not allowed to hunt that, because I said so. No, that might be a good idea. Just be able to chill, go back. I would like to hunt it, but I'm not trying to get set up for that again. So it was strangely high leveled and buffed. Yeah, that one, that Purugly is powerful. It has some pretty good moves too. Platinum, they took the game a bit more seriously, which they should have. It's like, you know, the same as Diamond and Pearl, just some extra stuff add, but it should be like a more hard version because it came out like a year later. I think, yeah, I think it's pretty strong. Cynthia's Garchomp. Third shiny Trubbish, what I call him. Third shiny Trubbish. Call him Garbig. I don't know. Call him. I don't know. I'm not good at nicknaming stuff. I'm not good at naming stuff, honestly. What kind of sucks too is that, like, there should have been like 3 at the very minimum. There should have been 300 Pokemon in this game, and then ideally there'd be 350 to 400, and then more would be added in the DLC, and also some through free updates. That's what it should have been like, honestly. Kind of frustrating they didn't do that. 230 is just not enough, and you for sure can't hunt 3 of them. These are legendaries, so that's just annoying off the rip. So annoying. Waste time with ZA. I hate this game so much. Wasted time. Yeah, there's a lot of slow wasted time. Get name it Chrissy. Nice. A female Chrissy Trubbish. That's some hot stuff. We're gonna run. And we're going to... Like, I'm so worried about how the DLC is going to be handled in this game. Is it going to be like a lot of hunts are going to be a lot more easier to do? So am I wasting my time doing a certain hunt right now? That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, big. Yeah, hot garbage. Hot garbage wouldn't have been bad either. So they said that there's 150. Leak said there's 150 Pokemon. But I don't know if they're counting forms and Mega Evolutions as also Pokemon. Because it looks like there's about 150, but I think that's also counting various forms and Mega Evolutions as well towards that count, which is not how you should do it, which is bullshit if that's the case. I think the big problem this game had that there's no new regional forms. They could have easily added 30 new regional forms and made it be like, okay, we have something new to hunt. But every single Pokemon in this game, you can hunt a chunk of them in Arceus, which was, you know, not too long ago, a couple years ago. And you can hunt most of them in the past couple games. It's so frustrating. They'll give us another Mabel's research list. I wonder what the level 50 reward would be. I wouldn't put it past them. I would assume the level 50 reward would be like rollerblades or something. Knowing them, they'd probably do something like that if they don't give it to you right away. It'd be like rollerblades, probably. I don't think they'd give a shiny or charm because 1 in 512. So here's the problem. If they add rollerblades, that pretty much is a shiny or charm. Because for most Pokemon, if you just were able to, like, for this area exactly, we'll say, like, you know, Zone 20, if you could just go 2 to 3 times faster, you'd get shinies 2 to 3 times faster. So the rollerblades, if they make you 2 to 3 times faster, it's pretty much making it 2 to 3 times the current rate. You just say you go in a big circle, it takes you 10 seconds. Now if you go in a big circle, it might take, you know, 3 to 4 seconds. And that's going to be so much, like, rapid progression for shinies that, like, you don't really need a shiny or charm. Now, it would be nice with a shiny or charm would be if you were doing soft resets or if you were doing a particular encounter. But if they make it, I feel like if they make it to where you can have, like, equipped items where you, like, fly around the map faster, it's just going to make shinies even way more devalued and even more kind of pointless. I don't know if they'd actually give us if they'll give us a new Mabel's list or not. Because they'd have to make a whole entire menu for that, I feel like. Oh, shit. Did I just fuck up something? Did I just save it? What did I just do? I think I fucked up big time. I might have saved on accident, not realizing because I was talking. We'll see. I was upset that the final stars that have. Yeah, I know, it's so dumb. Then people are like, we're saying like, oh, you know, why would they be regional forms? They didn't have enough time to evolve. You know, Pokemon take years to, like, you know, thousands of years to evolve. Things take. It's like, well, in Pokemon, it's different. You know, they fit to their environment and they'll adapt rapidly. Plus, you have Mega Evolution, which overnight all these Pokemon just got Mega Evolution. So there's their whole entire DNA changes. Like, there's a reason to make it to where you can have a regional form pop in this five-year timeline. You know, people are coming over from other regions to populate Lumos City. That's like their whole idea was that we need to rebuild the city. We need more people to come in, and we need, like, you know, everyone kind of left after the whole, like, Team Flare's main base was there. So they're trying to rebuild the city. That's the whole point of the story of this whole entire game, is to rebuild the population of the city. So you'd have, like, you know, people coming over from different countries and different regions to be able to populate the city. So, like, they could have brought Pokemon over and could have got regional forms. So I hear that a lot. And it's like, in that short time, they could, you know, evolve within that short, rapid time. And you can even imbue it with Mega Evolution, cause them to change faster. Not inherently that. It wasn't inherently the Mega Evolution for that Pokemon, but the energy that surrounds the Mega Evolution and all the crystals in the city cause them to evolve faster. God damn, I have to pick up this fucking can on the ground. I keep forgetting to pick it up and putting it away. Oh my gosh. So there's so many things that they could have done with having regional and variant forms and whatnot and what have you. Could have done so much. But instead they fumbled it. They fumbled it, you know. What's this? Dude, if I get another fucking thing from this stupid company, a special deal. Yeah, Cosmic puts laugh my ass off. They were one of the people that said that. That wasn't calling them out. I heard people say that before they brought that up. But in general, a lot of people for like years was like, well, you can't just make a regional form because it's, you know, it takes like a long time for them to evolve. But you have to remember this is Pokemon where they rapidly evolve. They evolve on a dime and they change based on so many things. So like having regional forms, it's like a Pokemon change its form within like, you know, a year of being in a new place makes sense. You get some nice balls for DLC if you pre-order. Really? That's also funny. Since you put balls, Jesse, it didn't pop up in my Streamlabs chat. It only popped up on YouTube's chat. So I would have seen that. Yeah. And I wasn't like, I just didn't want you to think that I was like, you know, saying you and wasn't going to bring you up directly because reason, you know. I just meant in general, I've been hearing that for years and there's ways around it. And I feel like they could have easily added about 10 to 20 regional forms. Ideally 30 would be perfect, you know, but they're really like scammy with regional forms, which is annoying. They're really like, oh, we can't make that Pokemon. It might affect the meta. Shut up, dude. So frustrating. I'm still mad we didn't get Alolan, Grimers, and Galarian Coffins in the sewer system. Like, that blows my mind. That's genuinely so insane to me. Just fast, lower level, heavy, and some clothes. How many of the Pokeballs? That's not too bad. I better pre-order it then. I better pre-order, just get those, just be safe. Lure Ball's pretty cool. Ash caught a Totodile with a Lure Ball, right? Or am I wrong? I feel like Ash got a Pokemon with a Lure Ball back in the old anime. Or he tried to or something. 3 each, bruh. See, that's what I'm talking about. These fucking scumbags. I mean, that's not bad. That's better than nothing. But it's just the idea, dude. I spend $30. As a pre-order bonus, they give me 3 of 4 different type of Pokeballs that cost them nothing to make and have like no real value. It's like, why couldn't you give me about 10 or 20 of each? That's so insane. I hate like how they artificially inflate Pokeballs, dude. It's so frustrating. I just hope that one day... Yeah, it was Lure. Okay, it was Lure. Sweet. Clothes shops. Oh, yeah, we'll get new clothes shops, without a doubt. If they're giving us new clothes right now, they'll give you new clothes shops. From what it looks like, it's going to be like the same exact Lumio City, but in the future. So I bet every area is going to be like the same, roughly, for the zones. But it's just going to be new Pokemon. If that's the case, that's so fucking dumb. That's so lazy. That is not worth $30. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. If they do that, I'll be so mad. I think they could do that for free. The idea is that it's going to be a Lumio City, but a different dimension, from what I've read in the leaks. And, so I'm going to assume that all the areas that have, like, all the zones are just going to have different Pokemon than they do in this one. That's my assumption. And then we get to, like, you know, the Hoopa Rings or something. It should be a new map. They should just unlock a new area, like an Arceus-type area. Gosh, if they do that, dude, I'm going to be so, like... And if people fully defend it and go, well, at least we have new Pokemon to hunt, which I agree. And honestly, I'm not really even against it. But at the same time, if it's $30, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm assuming it's going to be literally Lumino City, but kind of like a Black City, like in Pokemon Black and Black and White and Black and White 2. I had Black City. I feel it's going to be something like that. But it's going to be Lumino City. It's going to be more futuristic and something like that, I would assume. I feel like the Hoopa Rings are going to be on like top of buildings in certain areas. You just go to it, save in front of it maybe, and then interact with it like you did in Oris, and that's how we'll probably soft reset. Probably won't, but that's a possibility. Based around Las Vegas, just bringing gambling. I know, right? Yeah. And Poké Strippers. Yeah, imagine Gardevoir's busting it down. Imagine Vaporeon's busting it down. Imagine Machamp's doing a helicopter, swaying his thing. Imagine. That'd be crazy. They really do need to make something cool like that. For real. These are so feminine in this game. There's nothing wrong, great, but give me. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, that's why I didn't really do much of the clothing for. A lot of them look kind of gay. A lot of them, and to be fair, dude, let's just be honest. Most men that play Pokemon, they're kind of gay. They're kind of gay. I'm just gonna say they're kind of gay. They're not really manly. They don't really care for manly clothes or like to look badass. They're kind of just like really gay. And there's a lot of female to male trans people that play these games that like to dress up as a guy, but also like to have still that feminine aspect to it. I'm like, that's a real thing. Nothing wrong with that, but they cater towards like the more like soft boy, gay boy type of style. So I'm not hating. That's just like a harsh reality. Oh, I know. But I would say if you look at guys that play it and care about the design aspect, more of them are like kind of like gay / bisexual and care more about being cutesy than guys that want to look fucking wicked and hard. You know what I'm saying? They'll look fucking cool. I would say I like to have some wicked ass fucking outfits. But a lot of it looks kind of gay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wish it was like cool, like fucking like. There's a few outfits that are cool or look pretty hard as a guy. They make you go hard, you know? Like, not make you go hard. They go hard. That's a crazy thing to say. But, like, they also don't have a lot. Do they have a Team Rocket out? Oh, shit, I just fucking spit out my fry I'm eating. Do they even have a Team Rocket outfit in this game? Like a grunt one? Because that'd be wicked. But I don't think they do. Yeah, the suits are kind of cool. But I want some wicked like outfits and whatnot. I want some like cool guy outfits. I want some like fucking chainmail armor outfits. I want like is his name Gladius, whatever his name is. I want a guy from fucking Arceus. I want his suit of armor. I just want more like cool dude outfits, not so much like femboy twink outfits for majority of them. I just want them to make a fucking outfit customizer in this game and have it like Animal Crossing. That's all I'm asking for. Yeah, Goku. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, anime style and whatnot here. Not like the generic stuff. No, I get you. I don't really mess with closing though, to be fair. I kind of like, I don't gotta impress people. I don't gotta like, show off. I just kind of like play the game. And then if like I'm still wearing the fucking outfit from the main story. Now, if you could get a Team Rocket outfit that looks exactly like Giovanni's with the R, or has like the Team Rocket outfit, kind of like Let's Go, I would definitely do that. That would be fucking sweet, dude. I would definitely do that. I want to have Giovanni's outfit where it has the R on his chest. That'd be awesome. I think this game just needs to. How do I keep fucking this one up? Oh, I see what happened. I didn't fuck it up last time. It just was like the way it loaded. I moved the controller a bit, so I thought I like fucked the game up. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's not even in. That's not even in the game. Caleb's outfit's not even in the game. That's kind of crazy. I do like how they had like Ethan's hat from Johto region. That's kind of funny. Those like fat guys are all wearing like Ethan's hat. That's kind of silly. Excuse me. I think what they need to do is just pull every single like outfit piece from any type of Pokemon game and just put it in as a wearable thing and make it to where some are rarer than others. Like, why can't I like dress like what are they call the Ultra Grunts from fucking Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun? Those Ultra fucking people that were crazy outfits, Techno Space and Ultra Space. I'm not a shiny drought at the moment. Yeah, it's weird how this game will like give you a million shines and then just be a drought. Oh, they did, but you can't buy the hat anywhere? That's weird. That's fucking dumb. I'm going to take another nap as I need a break before do this stupid battle. Yeah, get some rest. Get some rest. I just think they need to make an Animal Crossing clothing customizer like they did in Animal Crossing. I think that would make the game super nice. I think more games have to be like Roblox, where like you can like make maps or make outfits, make things, and put it on the marketplace and get paid to do that. Pokemon could never. The idea that they could have their fans make money off their IP, they'd really shoot themselves in the face. They'd rather blow their brains out than have to worry about someone making a ROM hack game on like an official Mario Maker thing. Like, do you know how cool it could have been if like they had like Mario Maker, but for Pokemon, and you could sell your maps? Like, you could make like a whole entire game and then sell it on the Pokemon Maker app, and then you get a chunk of that money. That'd be healthy. For her name, but her blue jacket and looks cool as a zipper up on a dude. Do they not have that? I don't think I want to play Pokemon only if there's yeah, same here. Animal Crossing's okay. I feel like that game, it just got fumbled too much, especially the new one. The new one should have been like a very like you could do tons of stuff. There's a lot going on here. I want to make it to where like it had like a purpose, but it's kind of like just very basic and very slow and kind of like there's not as much as it should be. It being like a game that has made millions upon millions of dollars throughout its lifespan. Had a whole entire system launch with it, like its own like special edition Switch. I feel like it just kind of like underperforms for what it's supposed to be, and it's kind of ridiculous. And they want you to buy another Switch to be able to make another file. It's crazy. Like not like oh, I can make a new person and I'm gonna play a new game. No, you have to buy a whole entire another Switch. The island saved to the Switch, I believe, which is crazy. Another episode closer to it, really? That's crazy. I don't like when they do that. I dress like Team Skull in every game. Yeah. I wish they would make it to where you could wear clothes and you could put clothes on your Pokemon if you wanted to. That'd be sweet. Animal Crossing's, I think it's cool. They just fumble it too much. I feel like it's like a game that doesn't have any features. It has like barely any features for it being a $60 game. And one that continuously always sells at $60. But hey, that's just me. I hope that has some type of shine hunt though, that Poketopia, whatever it's called. But I don't know if it will. It's so easy to just make like grunt outfits accessible too, as like you could buy them or something, Like go to a museum where it shows all of the like the history of the lore or something like that, of like go to like a museum where it shows all like the history of that region or other regions, and then you can just buy like in a gift shop the grunts outfits, Maybe that'd be kind of weird because you're kind of promoting, villain activity. But it could be like kind of like done in a way that makes sense. Have it to where you can go to like a secret base where they have a whole bunch of the old grunt outfits, and the guy's trying to like pay off a debt, so you have to buy the outfits from him. He's like, "Oh my god, I spent all of my credit card on buying this fucking outfit for our organization, and then we dissolved, and I never got paid back for it." Have some crap like that. That would be funny. That'd be a fun little side quest. Yeah, exactly. And that's where like I feel like Pokemon just fumbles, and they could make money so easily, and they could do so many things they just don't. Like having a skin packs and whatnot could work well if it's not like overpriced. That's why I wish they had like a shiny hunt in like online multiplayer game, because if they did, they could make some cool stuff. You know, they could make some cool stuff. And what's crazy is that people are willing to spend money on skins that don't transfer either. Like people that buy skins on Call of Duty, and then 2, 3 years later when a new game comes out, they can't transfer them over. They don't really complain that much. So it's like with Pokemon, just had it to where you can transfer them over between games, and give it support like that. People are willing to drop like $2 to $3 to $5 on new skins every other week or so. If the game's fun enough and has a purpose to show it off. Yeah, Gardenia. I always would pick either Chimchar or Turtwig. So I either would do really well or really bad against Gardenia. Or I should say neutral. I still think that like what they should totally do is that if you get like a shiny Pokemon, you get like some like shiny fiber, some shiny like wool, a shiny scale or something from that Pokemon, and you can turn it into an outfit. And that way, if you get multiple of a shiny Pokemon, you can turn it into more pieces of an outfit. That'd be so cool. But that would take them, make them money to make an outfit for each Pokemon. How are we gonna invest this $15 million to where it makes sense? We can't be spending $30 million on a game that's gonna make us $100 million. Are you kidding me? How much did Legends ZA make? Was it it was $15 million to make the game, and if they sold 200,000 copies, I think they would break even. They sold fucking 5 to 6 million. And so if it was $15 million to make the game and sold 200K, would make $15 million for them roughly. That means it would be 15, 30. Oh my gosh, it'd be 60. And that would be 60. So yeah, 60. I'm having a stroke right now. 60, 70, so 75 million for every 1 million copies they sold. They made so much on this. Fuck me. Is that how much it is? They made so much money. Oh, yeah, they do have Sunsport, don't they? I got Sunsport by them once. I got locked for a second. Camo packs being like $2. Buying every single one of those things. Yeah. Now they're like, wait, we could just make them $20 for a whole entire set with some other stuff. We'll make it $10 for a set and some other stuff. It's crazy how greedy they got. And they'd be like, oh, well, the market's changed. You got, inflation. It's like, bro, it's a fucking skin. It's a skin. It takes you 2 minutes for a guy to design that. Fuck you. Yeah, they made crazy profit on that. Because they sold 5 to 6 million and 75 million off of like just like the 1 million each. So that's crazy. That's insane. That's more than, I think it's more than 250 profit. And the thing is that like a normal company, if they sell a game and make, we'll say like 300% profit on it, they'll invest like they'll take half of that and invest it, and then the rest gets spread out. Sometimes they'll even take more than half. The Pokemon company, they're gonna take 10% of that and invest it. I feel like into the next Legends game. I feel like it'll be like just 10% of their profits. Don't even come close. Does it come with? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just player skins came. Yeah, exactly. It's bullshit, dude. And they do it to where it's like not just $10, it's $15 or it's $17. It's something like really fucking weird. And the COD points don't add up ever. Fucking bullshit, dude. Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way it's 250%. I was like, yeah, it has to be like crazy. Yeah, it was 5 to 6 million copies sold. And they made so much money off that to where it's like it don't make sense. It don't make sense. And that's what happened with Arceus too, I believe. I think Arceus was about the same amount of profit to investment ratio and did about the same. I think Arceus sold like 5 to 6 million in the first month, and then I think like 10 million total or something, or 11 million total. I could be wrong. I think it was at least 5 to 6 million they sold, for sure. And they had, I think, roughly the same budget, if not less. I can't remember fully. Now, the problem is that they built off of Arceus with this game, kind of how they would. I feel like they set up with it, so they didn't really have to put as much profit into development, or much into development. It just blows my mind, dude. I don't get it. I don't get how. I get it because the company's greedy, you know. And honestly, like Pokemon is really one of those like the greediest companies. Like they are not like. They do not care about you one bit, type of thing. I get that it's a company, but like, fuck, it's weird to think that. I'm gonna torment people at restaurants, letting off for a bit. Yeah, I like that method because it's pretty fast. It gets a little bit of a break. You know, it's a little break. Can someone please give me another shiny so I can move on to the Tyrant hunt? Please. 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 Reset over normal shinies. No, I'm gonna keep it going. I'm not gonna reset over normal shinies. I'm gonna keep it going, which is brutal because it's gonna cost a lot of money. It's gonna be a very long, expensive hunt. Gonna be a very long, expensive hunt. I don't like when people get rid of a shiny, even if it's like a worthless Caterpie. I still would keep it. Even if it's worthless, I'll still break a chain to catch a Caterpie type shit. That A-Drives game was kind of cool, but I'm just not like I'm pretty like brand loyal when it comes to something like this, where it's like I want consistency. I want to stick with one thing. I don't think I'm gonna play his Elestrials game, if I'm being honest. If it was given to me for free, then maybe I'd play it, you know. But to me, it's like, I don't really find a purpose in a game like that. I can't like bring it to my Pokemon collection, and I really like my Pokemon collection type of shit, you know. So I don't know if I'll play Elestrials or not when it comes out. I don't want to pay money for a game that was like that type of thing. Well, I thought that was a shiny Heliolisk. I was gonna freak because I already have that. I'm like, this is bullshit, man. Shit, bullshit. Gardenia defeated. Nice. Gardenia is cool. I used her in one of my decks for a Regidrago deck. It was like, I think, like discard a card attached to grass type energies to a Pokemon, then draw 2 or 3 cards, something like that. Something like weird. It was a pretty weird card, but it was good. It was really good because Regidrago took fire and grass energies. So accelerating like 1 or 2 extra energy. A turn was awesome. I think it was attach one grass energy. I could be wrong. Then draw 3 cards or something like that. There's times I really want to play the TCG again, but like I'm getting too old and too tired, and you gotta focus so much, and I'm just not in that mood right now to do that. And the problem is it costs money. Having to like stay with the meta decks is just so much money. So I'm just not gonna fuck with that. Fuck. There we go. My fingers are starting to get sore. It sucks that the DLC doesn't come out till February. Exactly, yeah. I feel like, honestly, I wouldn't mind if it came out in January or even December, because I want to play something new already, dude. This is already boring. 80k if I have the attention span and try hunt until then. Exactly, yeah. I might have to start Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield before then. I don't like the fact that I can't just throw balls at shit in those games without battle. Yeah, you can like kind of throw, I think, a Pokeball at a Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. It just doesn't feel as good. It doesn't feel as good. Some of the events through Mystery Gift yesterday, use specific DNS to get them. It's still possible. Yeah, Oak's letter and yeah. Yep. Yep, these people made like special servers and whatnot to have them like run still. That's so cool. Yeah, that's what I said a lot of times, that like the problem is that like this happened with Arceus. Arceus. After a month of playing the game, people were starting to get bored of it because the hunts were getting kind of boring. There was nothing new to it, and they were pretty simple hunts. And how they fixed that was, or tried to fix it, tried to put a bandage over it by making massive mass outbreaks. So all the hunts that people didn't really want to hunt for, like the Alpha, Decidueye, Rowlets in general, because they were only in distortions, they made a mass outbreaks. Then all the people that still were hunting the game got fucked over because they put hours upon hours upon hours of hunting a Rowlet, and all of a sudden now it's super easy to get. And I feel like that's something where like, yay, we got support, but guess what? It made the game worse overall. So this game, I feel like they're not going to give an update like that, and if they do, it'll be like in DLC. And will that actually just like ruin the game more so? I don't know. I feel like, as much as I love the idea of rollerblades or a bike added into this game, or rideable Pokemon that make it go way faster, you gotta think of how many shiny Pokemon you're gonna be able to get in certain areas. Like Area 20, you'll be able to shiny hunt 2 to 3 times faster if you move 2 to 3 times faster. Because it's, it's area based, it's not time based. So as long as you walk from point A to point B, it's gonna reset spawns. So if you can do that within like 3 seconds compared to the 10 seconds, it's kind of insane. The implication idea of that is just like, oh man. Or people can get bored because now you went from getting 100 shines, like 10 shines a day, to 100 shines a day. What the heck? So I had to check this Gardevoir. Okay, we're good. God damn it. God dang it, dude. Fucking controller drift, bro. There we go. Fucking controller drift, brother, man. Oh, dropped my fucking Joy-Con. That's not good. Dropped my other Joy-Con. Not good. Yeah, like you were asking, Everest, will I reset over shinies, or will I just have to, get more money and buy more fossils? The way what I've been doing is that after I have 30 fossils right now, so I can fill up a whole entire box. After resetting for a bit, I'll check to see if they're shiny, and if I'm like halfway through with no shiny, I'll just reset then, so I don't have to worry about that as much. Sent me the job offer. Even been checking email so much, man. Oh, when's it coming? Yeah, it can take a bit sometimes. Don't worry. Man, I get that. It's frustrating. No, back to jumping people in the alleys. Yep, no, back to jumping people in the alleys. Meek's like, nah, this still sucks. The only thing that sucks about the Lana restaurant is that each person talks and then they take a second to throw out a Pokemon. It's only really good if like you're watching a movie or something, or like Foley's focused on something else and you're just spamming the 2 buttons. The fuck, dude? There we go. I thought I would get it the same day. Now I'm just getting anxious. Yeah, no. Sometimes it takes a couple days. Sometimes it can even take a week. So don't worry. Okay, I thought that looked kind of weird for a second. The first game in like 10 years I've actually played at release and not gonna be a couple of years late to events and Mr. Guest, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, that's a good part. That's a good part. The problem with if you're doing the Infinite Royale is you have to be super interactive and you can't just like chill. That's what I don't like about this, the Infinite Royale, because half the time the game doesn't run the way it's supposed to. Certain areas, your Pokemon will get glitched on the walls. Dude, I wanted to strangle Crystal because I love Crystal. We love Crystal, but she like loves this game, and I'm like, bro, there's so many problems with the game. She's like, no, it's a really good game. I'm like, no, it's not. There's so many problems. Like if you have a big bulky Pokemon and you go into and it's following you, and you go into a basketball court, they'll get stuck on the outside fence of it and they won't go in, and they'll just sit there and just try to attack, but they don't go in. And you know, any other game would probably despawn the Pokemon really fast and bring them closer to you. Instead, they just run against the fucking entrance of that fucking basketball court. And that happens so often with my Feraligatr and Dragonite. And I'm like, want to crash out so bad. Or you're on the rooftop, and then your Pokemon goes off the rooftop, or it won't go down and then attack. It'll just keep attacking from the rooftop and keep missing. Dude, the mapping in this game, I don't know if that's actually called map. I just call it mapping because it doesn't go around the map right. It feels horrible. It makes me so mad. Yeah, my poor Alpha Tyrantrum can't go anywhere. Exactly. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Pissing me off. Get the Manaphy Egg and BDSP or Darkrai Shaman events, and that makes me so sad. I wonder if they'll actually figure out a way to do that. I didn't get the, I don't think I got the Manaphy Egg, but I got the Shaman, Darkrai, and Arceus. Well, Arceus, I think all you had to do was just beat the Arceus and have the save file beat it. But yeah, the Darkrai and Manaphy, or the Darkrai and Shaman were very particular for like 2 months or something, which is stupid. I think them still on my account. I'm not 100% sure. I have to check. I gotta do those still. I did the Darkrai, but I never did the Shaman. It was like I quit during that time because I think Scarlet and Violet was coming out, or something happened. I can't remember. I got a job or something. Oh, I thought you said I got a Shiny Panzer. I was like, what? And I just reset it. I was like, no. Nice, Shiny Panzer. Is he orange? I had a little stroke. I thought that said I had it. I'm like, I saw it for a second. I'm like, no. No. Okay. That's a full odds, too. In my Legends Arceus Living Dex, but I want more so I can have Living Dex on BDSP2. Yeah, no, I get you. I meant you won't be able to hunt them type of thing, you know, it sucks. BDSP was a good game, dude. Oh my god, good Shiny Hunt game. Yes, orange, let's go. I really wish I didn't sell all my Switches and I had the 6 left still. Well, 2 of them weren't mine. I gave them back to my friends. But I had to sell the other. I had to sell like 2 other ones. So I have like... No, I think I have 3 left. I gave 1 back to a friend. Sold 2 and I have 3 left. I don't know where one of them's at though. It's kind of like lost in the abyss. It might be in storage. But I very much wish I didn't have to sell. I didn't sell my games and didn't sell the Switches. Very sad about that. But I pretty much just... You guys don't understand how bad Scarlet pissed me off. Like, that game was just so, like... It was just not good. And it was a horrible Shiny Hunting game. And I just couldn't. I couldn't, dude. I couldn't. I crashed out so hard and sold so much. I sold my Pokemon cards. I sold so much. Which I had to sell my Pokemon cards. I had to pay off some bills. But I would have kept a lot of them. But I still have tons left. But I would have kept the ones that meant a lot to me. Yeah, orange little guy. That's awesome. I'm hoping to get a Semi-Seer. And eventually, of course, I want a Panseer as well. But I'm hoping I get the Semi-Seer. That's my fourth one. Yeah, so imagine, that's full odds. Now imagine what's going to happen once you get Shiny Charm. Which is crazy! I don't like how they force you to catch Pokemon in this game, too. Like, that's kind of annoying. It's like, let me just chill, bro. Like, don't make me force me to, like, use the Absol, bro. Get out of here. God damn it. Come on now, boy. Okay, we'll do a few more fossil resets or fossil snags before we reset. Oh man, it's been like an hour and a half, I think, since we got shiny, which isn't too bad, but it would be nicer to get something sooner than later. BSP from the pre-order, and I think I lost my platinum outfit. Oh, that sucks. Do you want go? Sometimes go to the mystery gift, and it might be able to download it again, or something. I think there's ways to do that to get it back if you reset your game. As long as it's linked to the file that has your name on it. Has like as long as it's linked to the file that you download the pre-order thing from it. I can't even speak. If it was a code, as long as you're using that file that's linked with the code, then you should be fine. But I'm not 100% sure. How much money do they make with Pokemon Bank or Box or whatever the fuck it's called? Is it Pokebank? Pokemon Box? What's it called? What's the thing that people Pokemon Home? Pokemon Home, that's what it's called. How much money do they make on Pokemon Home a year? Is it all profit? Because I remember they're like, we have to charge this much money because it costs so much to run the servers. To store your digital info of all your Pokemons. I'm like, okay, dude, shut up. Shut up, dummy. I don't know if anyone wants to look that up. I'm kind of wondering what are the profits if they even post those. Do you know what's kind of crazy? It's like back in the day, sometimes a company would make a product, make tons of money on it, and then make support for it. But since they made ridiculous amounts of product from the initial video game launch, if the other product that helps it makes the game feel better and it's a more enjoyable experience, even it makes them lose a bit of money, they'll still keep it running. Like they'll keep servers running, keep certain things running, just to make the fan base happy, you know. But nowadays it's the complete opposite. If it makes no money whatsoever, they'll try to shut it down. If there's no possible, you know, good of it, they'll shut it down. Kind of ridiculous. Google says they're gone forever. Oh, that sucks, man. Oh, yeah. That's frustrating. I don't know how they do that type of shit. Like, it's so ridiculous. How you fumble a fucking simple-ass thing and don't bind it to an account. Excuse me. Sorry. That's why I never really got into skins and whatnot, because I feel like you could have all of them, and then all of a sudden something happens, and now I'll never be able to get that one back, or I'll never be able to get that one in particular thing. I'm looking at maybe a half an hour longer. I'm getting a little sleepy. Might want to take a little nap. Take a little nap, maybe get some the downstairs cleaned up. I really want to get some bins so I can start putting some stuff in bins. I have a rack outside I could build, like a simple plastic rack, and I could use that for storage. Maybe move some stuff around. I don't know. I have so much stuff I want to do. So much things I want to do. So little time. For my Beedrill, I keep getting orange shines for some reason. That's funny. Yeah, it should be like a link to your like Nintendo code, essentially, you know? It's just stupid, especially since like Pokemon's known to have people like reset their files and start a new file, you know, start a new game. Like people are like known to do that. That's why instead of making a new file, just make a new account entirely to play the game. That's what you have to do nowadays for Nintendo. Their Pokemon games. Which at least they give us that option. Like I can have multiple accounts on a Switch as long as it's a different thing. Still kind of crazy though. I still think it's beyond crazy that you can only have one save file on a Pokemon game still per account. Like how do they not have multiple save files? They could easily then make it to where they can make new game pluses and make the games a lot more complex and harder. It really makes me wonder if there's like something that like what would cause them to have to then start actually making good games again. Like what type of financial situation would make it to where they would have to they'd still want to keep making games, but they'd have to keep making games, you know? What type of financial situation? Like, because I feel like if a game does horrible, they just will never make another game like that, you know? But if multiple games keep becoming horrible and selling horribly, will they just, like, close down the games and just focus on cards and expanded media? Or will they try to, like, revamp the games? They have more than enough money. More than enough money to have a lot of, like blusters, essentially, and fumbles. Yeah, terrorist threat, yeah. Dude, you don't even understand. I get those ideas in my mind. What if I just kidnap the CEO? What if I just kidnap the CEO's family and send him videos? If you don't make this the best shiny hunting game, you will get your family back just in pieces. Alpha Totodile. My fingers are fucked. I wish you could make any like when I get memberships back. I wish I could make any type of like emojis and whatnot for my memberships. I want to make that Luigi or Mario where he's spreading his butt, where he's bent over and he's spreading his butt and it's all gross looking. I want to make that. It's like Mario in the 64 style. He's bent over spreading his ass and it's all fucked up looking. It's funny. I'd love to make that an emoji, but you can't because that's nudity, and also it's too, you know, sexual. But it would be freaking funny. It would be super funny. Let's not like pretend that wouldn't be hilarious. Yeah, Goatsy Mario. That's what's called, I think. Yeah. Oh, that emote. Yeah. Huh? I think I sent it to you once, Meeks. It's like insane. It's an insane Mario. Type in type in Goatsy Mario on Google. It's kind of hot, not gonna lie. This shit's kind of sexy. I love that though. It's one of my favorite reactions. Oh, that emote. Cosmic. Don't act like that emote. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're licking your lip. You're like, some fine dining in front of me. Real Italian. Real Italian in front of me. Delicious. I see 2 meatballs on the plate as well. Don't mind if I do. Don't even act. Don't even act. No, it's actually super funny, dude. It's like, trust me, like you're gonna want to see it, Mix. It's not like, it's like pixel. It's like really weird, but it's so fucking funny. You can't tell people to Google Goatsy Mario. Is that the one? I'm doing the right one, right? I'm gonna look it up. It's actually super fucking funny, bro. It's like so like weirdly detailed in like the weirdest ways. It's so weirdly detailed. It makes you wonder how many people got turned on by that picture. Because I know I'm in that demographic. I'm gonna look this up. Okay, fine, hang on, dude. It's so fucking good. It's so funny. Watch Everest Trolls. It's actually not that. Yeah. I forgot how bad it is. It's like not bad, but it's like it's so good. He's like hunched over, spreading it, bro. It's not that bad. It's so fucking funny though. Holy shit, that's so good, dude. Okay, it's a little bit worse than I thought, but it's not that bad. It's so funny. There was definitely people jerking to it. Yeah, it's just Mario's going, I played you all that. That's so funny. Dude, that's so funny. It looks like what happened was it looks like someone took a picture of their spread asshole and then put like a Mario 64 filter over it. Because you can tell it definitely looks like a real like fucking like censored spread anus. Like just like the hole inwards. It's like, jeez, dude. And the pixel makes it even funnier. The way that's pixeled like that and like some semi-censored pixeled is so funny. Dude, that shit is hot. If your asshole look like that, message me. Cosmic, stop messaging me. It was a joke. Oh, they just sent me 10 pictures. This is fucked up. It's funny doing that to Cosmic. They're like, no, I'm not a freak. Love the background. Isn't it awesome? Isn't it amazing? Meeklemore made it, aka Meeks. Cool background. I wish I had some well, I do have some dinosaur figures. I thought about putting in the background, but I had to open a few of them. I don't want to open them yet. I didn't send shit. I didn't send shit. I didn't send shit. That's funny. They made a new form of Mario as an evolution of Raccoon Mario. Let's go see Mario. Google if you don't believe. Yeah. That's so funny. That's so funny, dude. Holy shit. We have, what's it? We have like a Tanuki Mario. We have, and then we'll say like Fire Mario, We have a new one called Goatsy Mario. He looks so cute. Please go look it up ASAP. It's so good. And people look it up, and then they're like, "Oh my god, I found a new fetish unlocked." Half the people get repulsed, the other people get turned on. They're like, "Ooh, this is some good shit." That's so funny though. You got like a fucking Tanuki suit Mario, you got Cow Mario, you got this Mario, you got that Mario, but now we have Goatsy Mario. Look it up. I should start doing that. I should start making like fake videos on like Pokemon and Mario. And be like, new stuff got leaked. I cannot show it on the channel, you know? I can't show it on the channel. And then have the person to slick it up. I'll pixelate it like crazy, or put like, you know, who's that Pokemon type of filter over it, so you can't really tell what's going on. They gotta look it up. Oh my goodness. That'd be funny to make troll videos like that. Probably YouTube Shorts, because then they get viral a lot faster, and they can be seen. I thought about doing stuff like that, but like at the same time, it's like, I don't know. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of weird. Imagine a kid seeing that and then like tell me there's a new Rapidash evolution, and it's like number 34 in the new Pokedex. So look up Rapidash 34, and then they look up and it's just fucking Rule 34 Rapidash, and it's like, man, come on, you can't be doing that. You can't be like trolling. You can't be tricking people. That's a real asshole. Yeah. That's so funny. Like, that looks like it's like someone's asshole and like pixelated over it. That's so funny. I think it's actually an asshole of this one famous like image of some guy doing that. And I think it just has a filter over it and then gets blended in with that. I think I know where that asshole's from. Not that I'm proud to know that, but I think I know where that's from. That's so funny. Dude, that's so funny, man. That's so real asshole. That's so funny. I do so. Man, that's good. Yeah, it's actually Goatsy's real butthole. Man, that's so good. Sorry, I had to itch my lip. So if it made a lot of noise, I apologize. Ooh, I almost exactly got to the 30. Damn, that was funny. I did not suspect Trex to look that up, dude. He went in there and he went, oh god, that's someone's real asshole. That was funny as fuck, dude. Real Legends Goat Z. How do you say it Zed over in Australia for Z? I don't like when Canada does that. They say Pokemon Legends Z A. It's like, bro, fuck you. They say Z instead of Z. Makes me mad, dude. Makes me mad. Pokemon Legends ZA. It's like, bro, no, it's Z. I say Z. That's fine. As long as you say something like that and not Z. Or Zay. Pokemon Legends Zay. which is fine on its own too. But I don't like when people say Zed. It's like, no, that's not. Why would you ZED? That's crazy. Pokemon Zaza is what I call it, to be honest. When talking about buttons. I say Z when talking about buttons. Buttons. Oh, you mean like the Z button? The Z button? That can make sense. That's not too bad. Because it's like a button. But when people go like A, B, C, D, and they get to like, you know, X, Y, Z, it's like, bro, shut your mouth. You're pathetic. You're pathetic. I just hate, it's mostly Canadians that do it. Zed, the EDM artist. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was kind of thinking of. I don't really listen to EDM, but I know that they're a person. A fall of is tragedy, humanity. You remember that song? That was a crazy song. That was a pretty good song. Oh, music. Love it, I hate it. I love it and hate it. I love it and I heard it. Yeah, clarity. Yep, that's what it's called. There's a lot of like good songs that are really good in the moment, but then suck outside of the moment, you know? Let's see. I'll say hold ZL and push A to throw Pokeball. Never an alphabet, so that's funny. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I heard that before too, so I'm not too. I feel like it also kind of differentiates between it being a button, if you say it like that. It being like for sure a button rather than, you know, what the fuck's a Z button? If that makes sense. Sorry, I don't have ZA now. You're fine. Oh, you're talking about trade. Does anyone here want to help me trade? Yeah, I can help you trade in a second. Actually, I can't. Fuck. I can't. Could anyone help Dragon? That's Andrea's boyfriend. If they can help Andrea's hot sexy man, it'd mean a lot to me because I can't. I currently am in my soft resets, which if I can't, I literally can't trade. It'll fuck up my whole entire. I have to wait like 20 minutes again. If no one can help you, I'll figure out a way to help you. They didn't have a new Pokemon game in stock. Yeah, that literally happened to me too. I had to drive all the way to Walmart, which is like 15 minutes away compared to the 5 minutes away. And then, if anyone can help Dragon, I'd help. I can help a couple. Okay, sweet. Miko Moore will help you. Thank you. I might have to. Okay, so. Oh wait, no, you're the mod. You're a mod, Meeks. So you're gonna have to put the code down because if Dragon puts the code down, it probably won't go through. So you're gonna one that has to put down the code. So when you are ready, you can do the code and then get that shit sorted out. Because mods can put down numbers that look like phone numbers without having to worry about getting hit by spam. That's why that was put in place in the first place. You know, we're going to Chrissy Co Goatsy stream. And it's just me bending over and spreading my asshole and seeing how long it takes to get a hemorrhoid. Or I prolapse. We'll see where we're at 15 minutes from now. In 15 minutes from now, I might end the stream. I might keep going though, it just depends. I want to get some downstairs cleaned up. Honestly, I want to get all these clothes. The cool thing about cleaning downstairs in the basement, I can just be naked almost. Just wearing boxers, walking around cleaning. And it feels good, it feels refreshing, it feels empowering, I feel awesome. I got so much I gotta do. I just wish I had one person to come bring up all the stuff I don't feel like bringing up. Like I have like a whole bunch of boxes. I just want someone to grab it and then bring it upstairs. She was so sad. Just sort of with Whip Dream and Scyther with Melko. I will send the exact same. Okay, yeah, that's what. So he just needs the evolutions for them. Very good. Very good. Either a hemorrhoid or a YouTube ban. True, yeah. True. Maybe we'll just put like a filter around it. Maybe there'll be a filter around it. Maybe I'll put a filter around it so it looks like the Mario and I can't get in trouble easily. Right? Maybe that will help. And I'll just wear like a mesh shirt over it or a mesh pants so you can see through it. That's a thing. Did you know that? Women can like wear mesh clothes. They wear mesh clothes and they can show their nipples and their vagina and still be on YouTube. So maybe I'll be able to do that myself. Now they'll get taken down sometimes, but if they do it right and say it's for educational purposes only to show off the clothes I'm wearing, they'll be able to get away with it. So maybe if I do that, it's an educational video to show how not to do things to get a hemorrhoid. Or this is how you avoid getting a hemorrhoid. Your body cheek. Look up at the VTuber model. They'll never know. Yeah, they'll never know. They'll never know. I'll be like the show Shin-Chan, where it's like about a little kid who's in like elementary school, like preschool or something like that, or kindergarten, and he just does a whole bunch of weird shit because he's a kid. And at one point he gets naked and then draws like his wiener's like hanging down. He's a little kid, a little tiny wiener, his balls. He draws like a elephant's face on it, so it looks like a trunk, and like the ears, like the balls look like the ears. He draws an elephant face down there. Maybe I'll do something like that. That'll be silly. That's one of my favorite animes, dude. It's so fucking funny. They had to completely remake the whole entire anime to fit into America's comedy. Because those Japanese comedy, and Japanese comedy is completely different from America's comedy. So they had to retool a lot of it. Which is so funny. Dude, I went to the bathroom before the stream earlier, and I fucking... my butt was not ready for that. That's all I'm gonna say. I was like, ouch! Oh! I wasn't gonna stream, but I went to, you know what? I gotta do it. I gotta lock in and just stream, even though my butthole hurt. You know my butthole hurt. People being loud outside. The hell, man. People being loud outside. The hell, man. I should get one of those Jurassic Park little face mask helmets and put it on my face so I can go while I'm here. I'd be like the T-Rex trying to get through the gates and eating you up. Stream Valorant for a little. Took a bunch of ketamine on stream, and because I didn't have a face cam and there was no risk. Plus, I was super high. I thought it'd be funny to take. Oh, jeez, that's not good. That's not good. My balls out and slap them on my desk. Hard enough for everyone to hear on stream. Yeah, I've done similar things, and not that. I've done something silly with my balls before on stream, so it's understandable. It's understandable. It would have been funny if like your like camera turned on right when you slapped them down. They went punk. That's funny though, especially when you're like all fucked up. You're like, this sounds like a really good idea, and then you do it, and then like a year later, like that was a really stupid idea. Still kind of funny, but also a stupid idea. I probably would not have done that if I was not high. I can't see it. It's on it's Everest. It's it probably didn't get through the algorithm. Okay, so there's top chat and live chat. Click live chat, and that should show it. Some of them get filtered. Like, for some reason, Top Chat gets filtered because it might be lewd. Are you ready for the Trade Dragon? What's your in-game name? Are you ready for the Trade Dragon? What's your in-game name? That's what Meeks put. Do you know what's like really fun to do? Is grabbing your balls and like twisting them a whole bunch, then let them go and have them spin. But the problem with that is that you can get testicular torsion, and it could really fuck your balls up. And I didn't know that. Luckily, that never happened to me. Luckily, that never happened to me. The amount of times I did that as a kid. Luckily, that never happened. But you can literally grab your balls, twist it, 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 let go, and it goes boing! And it's like, whoa! And it feels cool. It's not like a weird sex thing. It just feels cool. But you can get testicular torsion through that. And that's scary. I had a piano in my room while I was tripping. I swear I saw this massive spider on the piano. Instead of killing it, I freaked out and just threw the whole thing out my back door. Damn! Bro, when I'm just going to grab the piano and just fucking toss it. I feel like I hear secrets I shouldn't. Don't worry. I know that women grab their nipples and twist them for 5 minutes until they let go and they go zzz. And once they get long enough from all the tweezing and pulling of the nipple, they'll eventually turn into propellers, like a helicopter, and you'll fly away. I know your secrets. I know women's secrets. You can't get past me. I know what you freaks are doing. Also, you want the original? Yeah, I think he wants the original back to get the dex entries. Because they're going to be evolutions, I think. You can't trick me, women. You can't trick me. Okay, one second. I got to message someone really quick. The goatsy. The goatsy. Okay, one second. I got to listen to this voice message. Oh, geez. I'll be right back. I had something come up. Something not so enjoyable. So I might have to, I might have to go in a bit. So let me see what's going on. Because this is crazy. I think the audio came through, but I might have to end the stream in a bit, and I might be back later tonight. We'll see. But let me figure out what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna stay active for a little bit. I'm gonna see what's happening. Yeah, I have. We'll have the evos unless you want. Okay, I'll read that one. I'll see what's going on. I'm gonna be active for a little bit longer, and then if I have to go and make some phone calls and do some stuff, I'll let you guys know. But we'll go for a little bit longer on this because I'm not sure what's happening just yet. Where's my controller? That's the question. Yeah, everything will be okay. Just someone dealing with some stuff right now. Okay, one second. Okay. I gotta go. Had something come up. I'll probably be back in like maybe a couple hours, maybe like 5-6 hours. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta do some stuff. But thanks for stopping by, guys. If you need anything wise, go in the Discord and message there if you need any trades and whatnot. If it's not going through,